What's up, friends and real ones? Welcome back to the channel. I am RealGrogg, and around here I explore the open worlds of post-apocalyptic and survival gaming. Over the last few weeks, we've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and we wrapped it up on Monday for the most part. I misjudged horribly the amount of time that we had left in the game. So if you watched that much longer than normal live stream, I should say, thank you very much for sticking through all that. We ended up doing 5 hours, which is quite a bit longer than I usually do, as I'm sure you know. And if not, we have a full playlist available on the channel, and that's all of the Kingdom Come playthrough that we experienced over the last couple months. And it was a lot of fun. We fought our way through Talmberg. We rescued the people that needed to be rescued, except for Radzig Kabbalah, who was taken north by the evil tyrant who's been trying to take over all of Bohemia. We trapped him in this tower. We kicked him out, and then Lord Toth, that's his name. I can never remember this guy's name, but we kicked him out of the tower. He took our father, Radzig Kabbalah, as a hostage, took him north until he's safe out of the county, and once he's released, he'll be able to we'll be able to get our dad. We did a lot of stuff on the last stream, but as I was working towards it, just mission after mission after mission kept kind of piling up, and the dialogue took me all over the place. So while we did pretty much wrap up all of everything last week during that longer stream, there's a little bit left. I was too damn tired at the end to continue going, and as we could all kind of see, I was a terrible judge of how much game was left. So I think that there was just a little bit too much to keep the night going. We were getting pretty late, and I think we all kind of were ready to wrap it on up. So I wanted to postpone, and I postponed that till last Thursday, but I unfortunately was not feeling very good, and I was not able to stream that night. So we moved it, and I thought we could do Monday, but now I have something taking me out of the normal stream schedule for tomorrow. So I thought tonight I somehow had the night open. So let's finish this off. Let's wrap up this Kingdom Come story before we dive into the DLC and in preparation for Kingdom Come 2. So, like I said, it's been kind of all over the place. It's a little weird how we did a lot of stuff. We pretty much did 2 streams on Monday for the most part. Weren't able to do anything on Thursday. We're here tonight on Sunday, which is not our normal day, so thank you to any and all who are going to be stopping in throughout the night. But Nick Lobash wasted no time dropping on in. Time to let the world burn while enjoying some wholesome grog carnage. It must be done tonight. I completely agree. Good to see you, Nick. Thank you so much for taking time out of your night. We are just getting started here, and like I was saying, there's not going to be as much going on with this one tonight. So I thought, just to give us some more time, we're going to hang out here with Big David for a little while. I'm going to check in. I want to let everyone show up and arrive in their leisure, at their leisure, as best they can. Hopefully we'll get a good showing. But again, it's not our normal night. It's it's a small stream, so we'll see who pops in. I'm going to give it some time before we even drop into the game, because pretty much once we wrap up the story and we finish the cutscenes and the credits roll, depending on how much time has elapsed, I'm gonna kind of open up the floor to some AMA, a little AMA. If you're interested, if there's anything you've ever wanted to ask or you just want to chat about, let me know. I'm gonna stay up in Big David for a little while before we go into all this stuff. And so, yeah, pretty much an unofficial ask me anything of sorts. Yeah, feel free. I'm an open book, and I'm all about it. And this is kind of because, we're going to finish off a couple of cutscenes, and I think there's like half an hour left roughly of the story itself before we continue on. So we're not going to do the full stream tonight, I don't think, unless somehow once again I have completely misjudged and that it'll be another 3 hours or so. So it's all somewhat nebulous. It's all up in the air. We'll see what happens, but prepare for, just a bit more sort of chilling out. We're going to relax. I did get some messages from some people that they're going to be a little bit later to the stream, which is totally okay. Nobody owes me anything, and I'm grateful for any and all who show up, because you're the absolute best community out there. And speaking of which, we've got some friends dropping in here as well, with Maggie Dietrich saying, very excited for the finale 2, Electric Boogaloo. Well said, Maggie. I'm excited as well. Sabrina Merritt dropping in. Howdy. Great to see you. I sadly missed last Monday's finale, so I'm glad to get more Kingdom Come tonight. Absolutely. And to give you a little rundown of what happened. So, where did it all kick off? Let's see. Where did we start? So we had made camp outside of Talmberg, in a small encampment where Lord Divish, Sir Robard, they were stranded outside as their kingdom up the hill was taken over by Sir Toth, Lord Toth, and it was up to us to gather forces from all around to acquire ale and meat. And what else did we have to do? We had to get ale and meat, a priest and a physician, and basically run a bunch of errands to bring all of our resources together to have the best chance of surviving this siege that we're undertaking. We also started the construction of our trebuchet, and that being one of the most intimidating and powerful weapons of the ancient warfare world. We got what's his name? We brought Master Fafar, the very green-clad individual, who was kind of the engineer of this county, of this area, and we helped him acquire the manpower and the resources and the wherewithal to create this trebuchet. But he needed some help, and a gentleman with an interesting name that I can't recall at the moment, he was staying in this really nice apartment over in Sasau, that beautiful large city in which we helped. Actually, that's where the monastery is. So we were in the Sasau area, avoiding the monastery, and instead we were putting in some work to find this guy. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Kazvig? It's something like that. Either way, interesting fella. And he's the master of, he's the top tier guy. He made weapons of war back in the day that no one had seen, or at least no one in that area of the world had seen yet. So we got his help. But first, we had to take out an assassin that was hunting him, and I luckily took that guy out right outside his front door. But if we were to not have done it, and we brought this individual to our camp, there is an opportunity for him to die in the story if you don't take out that assassin as well in that moment. So I'm very happy that we got that taken care of. We didn't have to worry about it. But so, like I said, we acquired all of these goods. We got the beer, we got the food, we got everything for camp that we could. We got this individual and all of his brain power. We brought him back to camp. We got Fafar over there. Those two constructed this beautiful, massive trebuchet, and we then started the siege on Talmberg, which is, of course, breaking the heart of Sir Divish and Robard, who they live there, and now they got to throw giant stones at their walls. That's not a lot of fun for anybody. So we started the assault, started smashing down the walls. And at that time, we were able to swing around as Henry. We were able to swing around the cities and kind of wrap up a few loose ends here and there. We had already done a lot of it, which was great. So really, we just kind of rode around, wasted some time. We did fill in the time with, I think we went and saw Teresa. We went up to Pribyslavitz and we built a general store. We also acquired all of the resources that I've been looking for there. The stone, the cattle, and the grain, that now we can pump all those resources into Pribyslavitz as well. So that town can now start to flourish. We built up one more thing over there, but it's been a slow climb, a slow build, and it's been a lot of fun though. So like I said, we had a lot that got done last week, and all of those things took us all over the country, and lots of back and forth, lots to do. So we did a lot of it, and every 5 seconds, oh my God, yeah, that's right. That's what took us so long, is because we went up and we had to do 17 missions for Father Godwin, the priest that we had the orgy with, and he needed help getting rid of these people that are looking for heretics up in Ujits. And so all these things had to be taken care of. We had to track down these people that believe in a different kind of the same God or whatever the hell. Had to find all these goodies, had to find their locations, help them escape or turn them in. And then and we finally did it. We found where they were praying. We found their home. We listened to them, spied on them a little bit, and then went and reported to everyone, and finally convinced Godwin to come on down and lend his aid to the war efforts. So we did everything we could. I missed one thing though, but I can't remember. Yeah, it was so much happened on Monday night. So that stream is of course up if you want to go back and watch it. I highly recommend it. There was a big bulk of that, and I also beat the all-time stream kill record with 62, I believe, was the final tally, which thank you to everyone who was contributing with the effort to keep us on track with the body count. It was certainly getting up there. And in the siege of Talmberg, once we finally had boots on the ground and we were charging through the front gates, that got pretty intense. There was some pretty fun fighting. We failed the night raid, which was very frustrating because I thought that we were doing really well, and then all of a sudden it all went tits up, and I slaughtered a bunch of people on a walkway. That was a gruesome scene. That was a gruesome scene. So, like I said, tons got taken care of on Monday. We wrapped up so many different things, all in the attempt to get us closer and closer to the end of the game. And although, you know, like I said, we're going to be wrapping up the story tonight. We're going to see the credits roll, but I do believe that I would love to do a little bit more with the DLCs and show off some stuff. I have a save. I hope it's still there from before we even got to Vranik. Remember, if you remember that little bandit town, the biggest one that we went to, where I set the initial kill record, and where we first found out who was behind all of this and met face to face Sir Toth. So I think we might go back, reload that save, do some DLC stuff over the next few weeks. Still kind of talking about it a little bit, debating with myself if that's what we want to be doing. But yeah, I think tonight we're going to wrap this up, and then we'll see how it all goes. So as always, my friends, let me know how we're looking, how we're sounding, how you're doing, most importantly. Hopefully you've had a great week, and you're all feeling good. I'm feeling about 90% back to where I was. I was feeling like garbage over the last week. It was kind of that mixture of, is it allergies? Am I sick? What the hell's going on? The air quality in Minnesota, we took the worst in the nation that day, crushing it. So I think that might have had something to do with it as well, but who knows what the hell it was. But either way, I'm back now, feeling good, and it's great to be back with all of you. So like I said, I'm expecting a more chill night, a bit more relaxed. We are currently, after the Battle of Talmberg has concluded, Sir Hans, our buddy, Lord Capon, he rides up and he says, well, we should go get your dad, unless you want him to go walk all the way back from the northern border of Skalitz all the way back to Talmberg. So we are about to ride up north, track him down, and see what he has to say, and hopefully find him in one piece, because although he is a hostage for the safekeeping of Toth on his exit of our country, he's not really a very nice man. So it could go poorly. So we're going to ride up with Sir Hans. We're going to see what happens there. And then, yeah, just kind of continue on and wrap up the rest of this beautiful story before we continue into the DLCs. But as usual, my friends, thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. Get settled in and enjoy as we wrap up Kingdom Come Deliverance. And here we are at the top of Talmberg Hill. Yeah. Hans just took off through the camp. And of course, let me know if that's all coming out to you. It looks like it's all coming out just fine, but just want to make sure you're not missing any of this beauty. This fellow over here, he's somewhere, Rupert, that's the gentleman that we got our stone from and then stole all of our money back. A great little trick in there if you are curious on how to get stone for your Primislavitz build. Definitely check out the near the end of the stream. There's a nice little trick to make the most of your money. All right, Hans. How you doing, bud? Oops, sorry.
What should I say to him?
Don't worry. It'll come to you. You'll see.
Yeah. Well, I just hope he'll be there.
Yeah.
Alive.
A fair concern, I would say.
Yeah.
Up and over. Here we go. I really dig Hans' armor. That's a real slick set, I gotta say. I like that a lot.
There's no sign of them. Move on.
How's he doing? That's triumphant music.
Glad to see Ishvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Good to see you back in one piece.
Too. And now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to
I love that Hans went from like a real snappy upstart to pretty damn cool character. The DLC for him, which I believe is
You all right, Father?
The Amorous Adventures of Sir Capon.
They treated me quite decently, although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
A full circle moment. Back to Skalitz.
The looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
I like that he still refers to him as our father. That's pretty cool.
He knew it.
What?
Martin was a great guy, though.
That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing. Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland.
I would love to have gotten a DLC about Martin's
I don't
backstory.
think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
Welcome in, John Nakano. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome,
I
welcome.
lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah. The sword. It's not my sword. It's yours.
Well, we better go get that thing.
For a moment there, it was so near, yet so far. Oh, well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. And then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Mark van Arnitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside.
That does sound like a good life.
Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal.
Yo.
You can take the front.
Hey, why am I in the front? Oh, actually, no, I guess that's better. No, that's better. No, I'm happy to be in the front. No, we're good.
Boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin?
I do love that at the
I wonder
11th
what
hour
he
here,
wants.
they throw in another
We'll find out
character
soon enough.
with another crazy name. As if there weren't enough characters going on. Oh, well, that's hilarious. I literally could have done this at the end of the stream. So there is another scene coming up very, very soon here. This is, of course, the credits. But that caravan of people riding down the hill, that was, again, like Henry just said, Margrave Jobst, who is the cousin of the king. and he's going to be riding down to Rattay with that whole retinue of soldiers, and we're going to go meet him there. That is so funny, though. I'm so mad at myself. First of all, I do want to double up. John DeCano, great to have you. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I kind of gave a nice little recap of what happened, and the fact that I kept saying on Monday, I don't know how much is left. I feel like we're close, but I'm just, I should have just stopped at 3 hours per normal, and we would have done a full stream tonight. But so as we're winding down and listening to some really badass metal for the Kingdom Come credits, I gotta give that a shout out. That's awesome. Let's see what happens if I hit escape. Ah, beautiful. So this is what I wanted us to see.
Doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know whose side you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you, Amar. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go. Don't go. No.
Welcome in, Vault 5 Dweller. Great to see you. Great to
What
see
on
you.
earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzik wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away.
That'd be so tough to wake up from.
What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden, you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good.
Excuse me, I am your superior.
Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
I really hope we're not relying on these subtitles. I don't know what the hell is happening, but ever since the cutscene started, those were completely wrong subtitles. I don't know where the hell Henry's hearing that from. Okay, well there we are. So the credits have rolled. We are now in the epilogue, which is the best because you're able to continue the journey as Henry. I think, if I remember right, or maybe it's just this one, but I think that you actually are allowed to continue playing and exploring the world. I could be wrong. we'll find out shortly here. But welcome in, Vault 5 Dweller. Congrats! I got to an 80% completion of the game, and this will set me up to understand the conclusion. Out of curiosity, how many playthroughs have you done? I think... give or take 1 or 2, I think this would be my maybe like 4th or 5th time completing or getting to this stage at least. I think 3 to 5, somewhere in there. It's not been a whole lot, but I've done it a few times for sure. I did 100% the game once with Henry on Xbox way back in the day, and that was before a lot of the DLC as well. Actually, no. I think I also 100%ed it after the DLCs on Xbox, but I haven't played that to completion in quite a while. But yeah, I said this. It was kind of like at the beginning of the game when we were walking through the streets of Rete, and I was like, man, there's this mission. This guy tells you all about. I know I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, we're going to the Apple Castle. So we'll go ahead and maybe get a little bath, get a little shave on. How's our gear looking? Probably pretty beat up because we put in some fighting, that's for sure. While we're here, we might as well. Let's go ahead and choose. Let's choose Marathon Man. Why not? Won't really matter at this point anyway. But it's so funny as you play this game. It's basically a playable history lesson, and so you know every time you play it, you learn a bit more of this of the story, the real story that is, you know, just and who the people are, what kingdom is what, who's invading who the Cumans are, who all these people are, all the details that kind of make the details of the game really, really important. And it's cool to gradually understand it more and more and more. And I remember the first time the game completed, and I was like, what the hell just happened? I had no idea really, and I just felt a little lost. And you know, again, it's like watching or reading any fantasy book or something like that. But you've got so many letters in one name. Sometimes it's tough to know what the hell's going on. At least for myself, I will easily admit and keep it real with you that, yeah, first time reading some stuff or playing some games, I feel so dumb. I'm like, what the hell did I just not understand? You know, but yeah, so we'll definitely go through the end together and make sure we're all on the same page. So, yeah, Vault 5 Dweller, hopefully you'll be able to get through your whole playthrough sometime. And
I'd like to make...
And what is it?
And 100% this thing with Henry. Not a haircut.
I'm interested...
So what are you...
Trim up the stash.
I'm sure you'll be... Good.
I will be, thank you. And a little bath.
Uh-huh. Take care.
I'm such a huge fan of the fact that what I'm doing right here, getting the full works, bath, armor cleanup, all that stuff, and the fact that it heals you, it takes away any illnesses. Like, we survived poisonings. We've survived being overly gluttonous and chowing down far too much. These ladies here, they work some magic. It's amazing. All right, well, while I'm here also, I'm gonna roll the dice and see if Teresa is gonna fix my clothes or if she's gonna get all pissed off about it.
Yeah.
About me asking. But also, I'm tired of wearing this thing in all the cutscenes. That's not my jam. If anything, I should have been wearing this. That looks way better. All right, so I've got that on. I want to get this shirt instead. If you're not familiar with what I'm trying to do right now, if you remember a while back, we were lucky enough to court Teresa, the mill wench. And now, since she's our lady, if you go talk to her every so often, you can ask her to repair the gear that you're wearing, and she'll go, no problem, and stitch up your clothes. Yeah. But if you ask her too many times or too frequent, or
I've got something for
too
you.
many days, too close to days,
is your favorite.
It is indeed.
Then she'll get all pissed off at you. Oh, nice. I came for Mutt. Yeah, let's get our dog back.
I see. Did you do
Get that charisma bonus.
You have...
Now, come here, Mutt.
Come here, Mutt. But let's push the boundaries and let's see.
I've got something that...
All right.
Nice. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what that fixes. Yeah, so like I thought, just the fabric stuff, but still, that's a great deal. I love that. And now I want to head on up, get our stuff repaired.
Yeah.
And so I think right now, if I recall correctly, the world is your oyster. Push those boundaries. I think that the world is your oyster. So until you go talk to Margrave Jobst up in the upper tower of Rattay, I think you have the opportunity to explore the world. In fact, let's see what the mission marker says, because that could be more than possible. Toth is gone, but men are still scattered. But there are still many things left unresolved. So yeah, so I think you can just pretty much play endlessly. Well, you know, within reason, until you finish up and go talk to him here. So this mission is pretty much your end game final result sort of thing. So so as you can see, the end of the game is a little open-ended, and it was very interesting because it's not really like a climactic end game satisfying sort of thing. It was created as if a sequel was guaranteed, but it wasn't always guaranteed. And so to set it up where it's like, well, Toth is gone, you didn't kill anybody, you didn't get the sword back, you didn't do a lot of the things that you set out to do. Let's hope that we get a sequel. And I'm just so happy that the game really gained such a great following after the fact, because you know, I mean, without that, who knows? You know, they probably wouldn't have made another one. If your game does really poorly, it's hard to argue for the creation of a sequel. So over those years, I'm so happy that the cult following has really risen and provided enough belief in this game to create that sequel, which I cannot wait for, especially after wrapping this up and feeling really good about how this plays. I cannot wait to see the changes that they make, the improvements that are going to happen. Boom, nice. Very, very exciting. All right, well, we are crushing it now. Let's look at this. Boom, boom, boom. So maybe, you know, since we got some time, and really that's the end of it here on our end, which is hilariously, I can't believe that. We were playing so much on Monday, and I kept saying, if you were here, which I pretty much everyone that's in the chat right now and that's going to be showing up was here, which thank you again. And I kept saying, I'm like, we're so close. I didn't know when to stop it, and all of a sudden we're at 5 hours in. We're at midnight my time, and it turns out that I was literally one more mission from really being at the end here. So, just hilarious how that works. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just haggle this guy down too. So what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna ride up to Pribyslavitz. We're gonna see if everything is how that's all looking up there. Huh? That's weird. I got like an auto discount.
What do you say to this?
More.
I don't have enough money. What? Oh my god! Because I put all of my. That's right. Because I just put all my money in the Pribyslavitz bin. He's gonna get pissed at this.
My last offer.
Come now, just a little more.
Well, if this works, actually, this could be kind of cool.
See now, I
oh my god, that's hilarious. That's so interesting. So I made an initial offer. He refused it. I made the same offer again because that was all my money. But I made the same offer 3 times and he actually accepted it. That's really interesting. Must be my charisma. Cool. All right. Well, now I have got no Groshen because I just remembered that, yes, we brought it all up to Pribyslavitz, which unfortunately did kind of force me into a corner, and I wasn't able to make the right decision earlier on. So, or last time, because in this city of Pribyslavitz, you get to make choices as the bailiff, which is super cool. You're in charge of making the right decisions for your people and setting them up for success, ideally. Oh, shoot, I just realized I did not... Oh, whatever, doesn't matter. Gonna hoof it on up here. Armed man, well, we gotta say hi to the armed man. Yeah, it's our buddy the warrior. Let's have a good old knockdown, drag him out one more time, eh?
How about measuring our strength against each other, huh?
Huh. Who the hell are you? You're not my...
What's the matter?
You're not my guy.
I have a proposal for you.
All right, a wager?
A wager.
I'll take a wager. Welcome in, Nuzo. Hello, hello. Actually get to watch a Grog stream on my computer. Hey, congratulations. That's phenomenal. John Accountant, that was the first for me as well with the haggling thing. That was so interesting. I'm going to have to try that again at some point. But Nuzo, did you just put together a PC? or is it typically you're usually at work and so I'm on your phone? But either way, great to see you. Thank you for being here, for stopping on in. Looks like you've all tapped that like button for me. That's very kind of you on this sort of uniquely, oddly shaped stream tonight. I appreciate y'all hitting that little button for me. Thank you so very much. Yeah, who the hell are you anyway?
Who are you anyway? And what do you do?
What do you think? Would you take me for a knight?
No.
No, although you are armed like one.
True.
So a bandit then?
No. Not now, anyway. I'm waiting here for a merchant who hired me for protection.
Welcome in,
Would you dare to face me?
Gerardo Ramos. Welcome in, my friend. Great to see you. I have not seen that name around here before. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to RealGrogg. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are wrapping up our Kingdom Come Delivery playthrough. We've got a full playlist available on the channel. If you haven't checked that out before, definitely feel free to swing through. It's a lot of fun there. And while tonight is the conclusion of all of this playthrough, I think we're going to continue it with some DLC. So if this is your kind of game, definitely keep your eyes on the channel. But welcome in nonetheless, my friend. It's great to see you. And hopefully I said so. Gerardo, I believe I'm right on that, Gerardo. But if I'm wrong, please feel free to let me know. I would be happy to correct myself. Yeah, I dare to face you.
Why not?
Finally, a taker. I hope you have coin though.
I have zero money right now. That is absolutely hilarious.
I don't have enough money.
No coin, no contest.
No contest indeed. You know, I mean, we're about to wrap up here anyway. Might as well just get it in where I can get it in. Yeah. Ramos says it's right. Oh, it's right. Awesome. Nailed it. And I will be sure to watch the full series. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Let's see. I think this is the 15th stream. And if you are new around here, my friend, every Monday, I know it's Sunday night, but every Monday we go live. Tonight is just a little bit different because I have a prior engagement for tomorrow that will preclude me from doing our usual Monday night stream. So we're wrapping up the finale tonight after a much longer than normal stream last Monday, which was a blast, but it was a nice 5-hour excursion. When really, if I would have just went half an hour more, I would have had it all taken care of. That's hilarious. So I am, yeah, enjoying the hell out of this. And like I said, if you have not seen the DLCs for the game, I believe we're going to start with A Woman's Lot, which is based on Teresa, the mill wench who I was just talking about, and her excursions and her exploration of this hot day tomorrow. Kind of, John DeCano, kind of. I am going to be getting dressed up, and I'm very excited about it. I got a sweet looking outfit, I got to say. Ambush? Yeah, we'll find an ambush.
What do you say? Yeah. What do you fucking say?
This guy's got you got a foul mouth there, partner. You're about to get embarrassed.
What's the matter? Come on. Pieces, you rat.
No, you won't. Nice productive stream. I love it. No, tomorrow night's gonna be great. It's through my work. I was part of a team that won a contest during the wintertime during a sales event, and so we're getting treated to a beautiful, elaborate course dinner, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. Good buddy of mine, and actually one of our real ones here, is on that team with me, and so we're gonna have a good old time. The theme is Rhinestone Cowboy, which is not my jam per se. I don't do a lot of rhinestones, but I like the cowboy look, and I got a pretty sweet fit for tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. And who doesn't love steaks and wine and all that fun stuff to celebrate a victory? Love that. But yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah, so that will be, unfortunately, I can't get around that. It's something that I wouldn't miss, and it's going to be something that unfortunately, I hate to change anything on a Monday night from hanging out with all the phenomenal real ones, but that is probably, but this will be the only Monday in a while until July, I think. In July, I will once again be, I'll be moving on a Monday, and so it will be a little harder, to stream while doing that. Or maybe I'll just live stream the move. Who knows? But no, it's Monday's going to be a little busy tomorrow, but typically, yeah, 7 p.m. That's when we go live. Have some fun. We've been debating on what is the next game that we're going to play if we don't, if I don't continue exclusively with Kingdom Come. But of course, if you've watched or if you are new around to the channel, Mr. Ramos, basically, I like to play a lot of different things, but post-apocalyptic, open world, and survival is kind of the genres I'd like to stick to, the niche that I like to sit in. And we sometimes bend the rules of what that, or the definition of what that may be. Yeah, we'll stop for an ambush. Why not?
Come on then.
Come on then. Hey, easy, Tiger. I am a tournament champion, I'll have you know. But so you'll see that I play a lot of different things, and so we've been debating on what to do next. Of course, I'm a huge Fallout fan, and with the popularity of both the show and the resurgence of the games, you know, it's tough not to want to play one of those. But admittedly, I'm currently playing through New Vegas, and my friends, I need you to hear me here. I love Fallout. I love the universe. I love all the games very, very much. They're very near and dear to my heart. It is tough to go back and play them. I will definitely tell you that. I love New Vegas. It's going to be, it's legendary in status. We all know that. That's not the discussion. But goddamn, it's tough to go back and play them. It's just, they're dated. They're very, very dated. And Fallout 4, I really did enjoy as well. And although there's issues here and there, sure, I know, I'm aware of all those as well. It's a good game, and at least it's a bit more modern in its presentation and its gameplay. Because man, it is really tough to go back and play them. And I cannot wait for another one of those. But very much like Kingdom Come, it's a great time. We love this game, but I can't wait to see what they do with the next one, just to see those improvements and the modernization of it. Vault 5 Dweller asking, have you tried the Metro series? It seems relevant, to be sure. One thing I will say about New Vegas, the Viva New Vegas mod, the Viva New Vegas Modelist on Wabbajack makes it much more streamlined. Interesting. I don't know what half of those words are. That I'm guessing it's a mod that streamlines the game and all that. I've been very curious about diving into mods, actually. That's one thing. When I first bought the game on Steam, it was really having a tough time with the PC port. Wasn't working out very well, and I was hesitant to add any mods. But, oh, mod list. Okay. Very good. Yeah, no, Dweller, you're totally fine. That I had a feeling that's what you were getting at. And I think adding some really cool mods would be amazing. I've never really done that with a Fallout game, and this could be a great opportunity to do so. But yeah, it's always been a debate between what we're going to play next. As we sprinkle some things in there, you know, because we can do DLC, we can play some other stuff. You know, see what else is out there. But we've been talking about The Witcher, Witcher 3. We've been talking about one of the Fallout games. We've been talking about a lot of different options. So if there's anything that you would like to see here, Geraso Ramos, let me know. If there's anything that you're dying to see, let me know. Vault 5 Dweller says, sorry, I will translate. Wabbajack is a very lightweight program that hosts mod lists, groups of mods. The Viva New Vegas mod list combines multiple mods safely via Nexus mods, modernizing things. Okay, that's super cool. Because I was poring over, you know, page after page of, if you type in what are the best mods for any, like with X game, an exhaustive list will appear with so many options that I'm like, I don't know where to start. So I did see that though, and that gives me a lot more confidence to install that and to get that running. Thank you, Vault 5 Dweller, because I really want to show that off, and maybe that would be the way to do it, is maybe I just throw ourselves into a crazy modded playthrough that is a first for me, and maybe a first for you, and we can all enjoy that together. I think that could be pretty cool. But like I said, we've got a bunch of different ideas for what we want to... Holy crap. Oh, I misread my groschen count. I thought I had 130,000, not 13,000. I got really excited for a second. Okay, so as you can see here, my friends, the resources column on the bottom right down, I can't get my mouse on it. We have acquired all of those. We need to get $1,200 as our income in the town. Right now, we're currently losing 30 groschen a day with the upkeep of this place. Have you seen the trailer for KCD2? Yes, I have. We watched it. We actually watched it. Well, I posted a link to it on the channel, and then my plan was to watch it live the day that they announced it, forgetting that they were doing it at 8 p.m. Their time, not mine. So by the time I had this whole stream planned, I had a whole game plan to watch it live with all the real ones, and it didn't work. But I watched it on my own after that, and I think we even watched it together a little bit after the fact. But how incredible does that look? Ramos, have you played Kingdom Come? Are you familiar with all of it? And are you looking forward to the sequel as much as all of us are? I'm very much looking forward to getting that. Hey, Miss Marin, dropping on in. Hi, friends. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know you're on your way home, so please be careful. Drive safely. But it's great to hear from you, and welcome to the chat. Watching from afar, says my friend. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciating from afar. And to all of you. This right here, what we're currently looking at is, as I say every time, one of my favorite things. Something about game volume is so loud. It's probably the rain, honestly. Here, let me go ahead and I can always knock that down a touch. Knock it down a little bit there, and hopefully somehow that seems louder in my headset, but hopefully that's a little bit better for you. Water, yeah, it's downpouring right now. But so this is my favorite part of this, is this map that evolves as you build your city. And it also reminds me that we also built a blacksmith last week, which is super cool. So right now it looks like we bought some cattle, we got some stone, charcoal, we got the wheat, we have a general store, a blacksmith, woodcutter camp, and we've upgraded our bridge. Very exciting. I'm currently playing right now, and I can't wait to get KCD2 when it releases. Excellent, Ramos. I'd love to hear that. That's going to be so cool. And yes, I hope that you'll stick around. Hopefully we'll have you around the channel a bit longer as well to see the sequel in the future, and maybe even play side by side and kind of see how it compares. I'm very excited, hoping they add even more real role-playing elements, like really let us choose the kind of Henry we want to be. While I love the somewhat linear story and the opportunity to, make Henry really dumb or not, I would love even more opportunity to do that. My guess, we've been debating on the channel about how we're gonna. Hi, kitty cat. We've been debating on the channel as to how we're going to go from all of these skills that we've acquired. So we're level, we're doing pretty well here. We look at our general stats. We're, pretty much maxed out across the board, looking pretty damn good. What's going to happen to Henry that we'll have to regain all that stuff? Because there's no way it's just going to be, we start off and Henry's top tier. That's not how games work. And my guess, my assumption, I think our boy Henry's going to end up in jail. I think he's going to be taken prisoner for a few years, because it has been confirmed that Henry is going to be a bit older in the sequel, and so I'm curious as to what's gonna happen. But that's my guess, is I think he's going to have been captured, and I think that's going to diminish not only his skills but also ability to rebuild all that. All right, I'm trying to find anything that will produce a little bit of payment for me. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, yes. The kitty cat's very, very needy today, and I love it, but it's also just kind of funny. Okay, so you can see here one of the many choices you have to make. So the bakery, which is not built, it can't be built if I build a butcher instead. So we have the opportunity to make the choice of either building a bakery or we could build the butcher. And that's really just what you want to prefer, what you want your Pripyatlavets to produce. And you can also, cat here, you can also see on the right side, in very wispy gray. Hi, I know. Very wispy light gray writing. You can see that if you go with the meat, you can also provide meat for the tavern, which you can eventually build a tavern if you have the resources and the money. And so that's a cool thing to do, and it will benefit you 70 groschen. Oops, wrong button. 70 groschen every time you do it. Whereas let's compare that to the bakery, which will net cakes for the tavern 50 groschen. But it can also generate honey cakes and a drying shed, both of those adding about 165 groschen total, whereas the smokehouse for this only 100. So if you're looking for the best Show us the cat. Well, of course, she just ran away, just out of arm's reach, Miss Marin. Sorry. Otherwise, I would definitely. I was gonna set up a separate camera. I cannot wait for the move in July. The whole studio is gonna be a bit of an upgrade. We're gonna have multiple cameras. We're gonna have different angles. We're gonna have a cat cam. I'm very much excited about that. So stick around to see the progress. But so if you're going for the most profitable village possible, there's a lot of choices to make. For myself, I would do the bakery. I just like the bakery more. I love the idea of my whole village smelling like beautiful honey cakes. So that's the possibility for the next thing to build. Stables, we could build that, but that can't be built with the guardhouse. That, to me, is okay. I think I'd rather have horses, but we'll decide that a little later. I don't think we have enough money. Actually, no, we could afford that right now. So we could decide between the stables or the guardhouse. But again, we're looking for more money. Right now, I want to start getting paid now. Trader is already built. The tavern is not built, but this might be actually what we're going to go with. The tavern is always busy. After all, what could be better after a hard day's work than to take a breather with friends over a tankard of good ale? Well said. That's going to start netting us 500 groschen after the initial cost of 8,000. See, there we go. Mr. Ramos let me know. I was looking at a video that said Henry might get ambushed and sent to jail as a reset for the next game. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well. I haven't watched anything because I don't want any spoilers, but it just makes the most sense, right? And I think in a little bit here, I think we're going to spend a little bit of time in Pribbs Labbits. We're going to build the town up a little bit. I'm going to save it. And then we're going to continue on with the epilogue and wrap up the game. Miss Marin, all you have really missed, hilariously, was one cutscene that was actually right, like, moments after where I stopped the stream last night. Henry kicked all of the ass. Henry kicked a little bit of ass. He has kicked all of the ass that we've been encountered with today. So he's doing great there. You know what? Let's go ahead and build a tavern. Yeah, we're building the tavern. We're going to start making this place profitable. And come on, yeah, hard day's work. You got to go with the tavern. But in probably 25 minutes or so, we're probably going to do the final epilogue cutscene and wrap up and show you what's going to lead into KCD2. And then we'll hang out together for a little bit of time. And then we're going to probably wrap it up a little bit early tonight, kind of to balance last week's stream with tonight. And we got some things to take care of here on the homestead either way. So hopefully that's going to be okay with everyone. But thank you so much for being here, of course. Nonetheless, what time do you think the game will come out? I know it's 2024, but I think during the fall or winter. I would say winter. Hands down, the holiday season, we're going to KCD2. If we get... Oh, sorry, I yelled really loud in the mic. If we get it this year. I'm really, really, really hoping that they release this. Yeah, build it.
I'm ready.
Really hoping they release it during the holiday season, just because one, that's my birthday time of the year, so you know,
all good.
Just something to think about, everyone. I'm kidding. Don't give me anything, unless it's Kingdom Come 2. But it's hopefully gonna be that time. But if I'm, I've been a gamer my whole life, and it's rare that we get an announcement like that and it's actually followed through. So hopefully there's no delays. Hopefully it is actually releasing, and if it is, my guess will be, let's play a guessing game here. I'm gonna say December 6th. My gut says December 6th is my guess. Yeah, December 6th. That's my guess. Do me a favor. Once we wrap up tonight's video, throw your guesses for what day you think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be released. Throw that at a comment in the video after the fact. You can feel free to do it now if you like. But yeah, because I want a comment on there, because then we can really see who was right, and I'll be able to keep it all in one neat little pile there. So if you got a guess, throw a comment on the video. I'd love to see that. I guess November 25th or 26th. All right, Ramos. Throw a comment on. I want to keep that one pinned in there. Also, since I believe you are new around here, Ramos, if you are wanting to, we have a great Discord channel as well available. Kind of gives you some early updates on when I'm going live and what's kind of in store, or any updates. Like last week, I was feeling a little sick. I post that in the Discord, and this amazing community is always so caring and reaches out really nicely and lets you know kind of what to expect for that day or that week. But feel free. There's a link in the bio there if you want to check that out. There's also a link to a merch store if you want to check out some really sweet digs. But hey, there's no pressure. Welcome in nonetheless. Just letting you know the options that are there. That's a great guess. Right in time for seasonal shopping. Like, I want to guess November. But by the way, what am I doing here? Come on, we got a tavern, baby. We got the wooden wheel here. And what's so cool is pretty much all your buildings, all of your things that you're going to be putting together in the town can be upgraded a little bit. It's just this tier by tier. But so now that we're making, I think, what did that put us at? So we should be profitable 470 groschen a day, I think, right? Which is great. Boom. Yes, 470. Beautiful. We're trying to get. Oh, we only need one more person. All right, we only need one more person to reach our village capacity minimum, and then we are 700, 600 bucks from the village income daily. So getting pretty close. So before we wrap up tonight, it'll be on my wish list for sure. Absolutely, yes. It's going to be. I think I already have it on mine. I think I already threw it on my Steam wish list. But I cannot wait for that. I'm very excited to play alongside all the real ones. Everyone who's going to be playing. Oh, Miss Marin prepping us for something here. Speaking of holiday shopping, ... My curiosity is piqued. For sure, yeah. There is something about November that I'm like, I feel like that's a good call. Yeah, December won't be a little bit too late, but I'm sticking with it. December 6th. I'm gonna throw a comment on my own video. All right. Ooh, Black Friday sales, yes. No. They're gonna do it right after so that they don't have to put the game on discount. All right, so once again, back to the book. So we've got 5,500 bucks left to deal with. How can we make ourselves the most profitable? See, look at that. Now we've got a beautiful tavern drawing on there as well. I love that. So this is the responsible choice. This is the rat house. This provides more people coming in, which will, of course, allow us to meet our capacity minimum. It'll spend most of our money, almost all of it. Or we can see if there might be something a little bit more affordable that will get us a little bit more money as well. So I'm thinking about the bakery, because for 4,200, that'll bring in 250. Not a whole lot. 290 there. How much are these? So we could also build the stables. The tough part with that is, so we do have a really badass horse, but it doesn't matter. So this is also, so if you build the guardhouse instead, in times of peace, the guardhouse is home to the forces of law and order. In times of war, it serves as the town armory and military barracks. Naturally, it also has a combat arena where the men can train. You can also upgrade it with an archery range, so you can work on your skills and things like that, which is pretty cool. And it kind of makes sense that we would build it, because we would also get the benefit of weapons from the forge, that we already have the forge built, and that it will provide 150 extra groschen to the tavern, because the soldiers are going to go and drink as soon as they're done working. So it's definitely a benefit, but god dang it, David. Keep hitting the wrong button and having to go all the way to the end again. So I think I'll be smart, and I'm going to bookmark. Hopefully that worked. Bookmark one of the pages, so hopefully I don't breeze past every time. But so you can always do little smaller things like this that eventually will pay off. Honey for the baker, honey for the tavern, and that provides an extra 180 by building the beehives. Great benefit, great cost to return, or ROI on the beehives is great. Bridge built, tavern built, love to see it. Trader built. So this is tough, because the stables, I love them, and especially because we've talked about this in the past, there are some Easter eggs that I've been wanting to show off since the beginning when we first started joking about them. So a Sunday night stream is kind of a vibe, RealGrogg. I just got to say it, says Miss Marin. I love a Sunday stream. I love them. And really, I work in an industry where having a Sunday off is a rarity. It is a complete anomaly. And I've got a few coming up, which is very strange, but I'm not complaining. But it's tough to base a schedule around it entirely, because it's not it's tough to get that one off consistently on Sunday nights. But yeah, I dig it. Anytime I can hang out with the real ones, it's a good time to me. Newzo says, I have to agree. The Sunday stream is kind of nice. I hear you, my friends. I hear you. Yeah. And unfortunately, if I were to do it every Sunday, the only kind of consistency would be like starting at 10:30 with a, you know, with it would just be a little less consistent. But yeah, I love the Sunday night as well. And but yeah, of course, love the Monday nights. So I'm going to debate on this a little bit here. It will end up netting us about the same amount of money. You know, 175 is the base. It'll be 295 with the upgrade for the horses for the merchant, and whereas this would be 195, or I'm sorry, 295 for this. So $50 more essentially for the guardhouse. So it's pretty it's pretty comparable. But I really think we got to go with the stables because of some things I just been wanting to show you. I have a question. What time do you normally start your live streams? 7 p.m. I would say pretty much. I'd say aside from like the first two a couple years ago, they've always started at 7. I like that as a good starting point. Most people are off work around the world, a lot, you know, or like a lot of where my my viewers kind of chime in from. Alfred Guilford across the pond. I believe John Nakano. I forget. Are you? I think I can't remember if you're out east or. But we've got some viewers over in Europe that it's around midnight when we start up over there. So I like it because it gives them an opportunity to swing in without it being too late while still being a little bit later. But yeah, 7 p.m. is when I start off. Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Time. And I just quit with like 10 minutes left. I was so. Oh, I see. Get a little Helldivers chat there. Miss Marina News. I've paired up a few times in there. And yeah, I've been lucky enough to stand alongside them spreading democracy. So it's great to see them here as well. But yeah, 7 p.m. is always the start time. And then if I'm releasing shorts or anything like that throughout the week, I usually try to get those out around noon. So make sure if you are looking for updates, make sure that you're tagging, if you want to ring your subscribe bell on your phone and on your PC, if you're watching on numerous platforms. I've been hearing that that's actually a lot of people that aren't getting their notifications. It's because their phone doesn't have the bell icon clicked, or their PC doesn't, depending on what they're watching on. So make sure that you're clicking those bells and notification icons just to make sure you're getting all the up-to-date information over here at RealGrogg, if you want, that is. No pressure, of course. Okay, so between the bakery or the stables, what should we build, my friends? Bakery or the stables? Bakery, stables, or, you know what, let's real quick. Yeah, what do you think? I'm going to give it a minute here. Bakery or stables? That's what we're thinking. That's what we're bouncing back and forth between. What's so great, though, also, is so with this game, is from here on out, so now we're profitable. And all that profit is going to sit and accumulate in the chest that we put all of our money in initially. So our deposit is taken care of. And as long as we keep building things that are going to bring in more and more bakery stream, I can't argue with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't argue with 6 croissants being thrown at me. I can't. And that is the first choice. And you got to say first choice, best choice. So bakery, it is. I'm with Sabrina. All right, there we go. Well, then in that case,
Work to be done.
there's work to be done. Exactly. Go and get us a bakery built. There you. You know, I'm in town and I'm in the bailiff. I need to dress the part here. I'm gonna throw an interesting outfit here together, see what happens. I don't know all the stuff I have, and I think my horse probably has a lot of my good-looking stuff. Ooh, I should sell this gear too. Ooh, here's gonna be the look, actually. Okay, here we go. Love the nobleman boots, very classy. Love them. Silver spurs. Oh, okay, this is gonna be good. I got a lot of good stuff to sell. Oof, that is not the right. All right, I'd say that's pretty good for just slapping something together. Then let's take off our chausses. Yeah, Henry, come on, boom, crushing it. Unless we think brown is better. Yep, brown's better, big time. Look at this. Look at my boy. Look at my boy over here, killing it. Slap that together like it was nothing. But we are the bailiff, so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I will leave the pauldrons off for now. Ooh. I'm not a huge fan of these hats, but I will say it's kind of a nice little topper there. Do I have a quaff? I need a quaff. Oh, yeah, we're going to sell those goodies as well. Sweet. All right, but per usual, going to make sure we have our stuff repaired. Then we're going to go meet our fella down there and get all built up. Ooh. Yep, that's all that one can handle. All right. A bakery and a tavern seems like a great way to start a little town. 100%, Miss Marin. I totally agree. Yeah, that's those two go hand in hand right there. That's for sure. Yeah, if by the way, if you are still spreading democracy, there is in the RealGrogg Discord. There's a separate area as well. Real Divers, and what that's going to be is, uh-oh, happening. Well, if it starts getting a little choppy, we'll hopefully get out of those choppy waters soon. But there's another area in there, so if you want to discuss strategies or link up with anybody, feel free to jump in there. I am sorry, if I'm being honest, I rarely check that one. Oh, there he is. I rarely check that Discord, but I need to drop back in because there's some funny stuff in there. But yeah, always be sure to throw one out because the real ones are great at working together as a team. So definitely jump in there if you want some teammates.
Yes. Shall we get started?
Yes, indeed.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again that we have... All good.
Nice. All right. A few days later. And there we are. A bakery, a tavern. I sleep in a tent. Have you tried the Outer Worlds? You know, I did try that, Ramos. I tried the Outer Worlds, but I feel like I should give it another shake. I've heard numerous times that people are just love it. Absolutely think it's phenomenal. And I'm sorry, Outer Worlds. That's the one I was thinking of. Outer Wilds. Outer Worlds. I did play that for a little bit, and admittedly, I think I was really just wanting Fallout so badly that I just couldn't get down with it. Vault 5 dweller coming in strong. Why did Henry of Skulls become a baker? Because I heard there was dough in it and he needed a change. Exceptional. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button for Vault 5 dwellers. Exceptional dad joke. That was great. DJ hasn't been here for a little while, but he would be very proud of you for that as well. All right, so we should have a little bit of dough left in there. So hopefully, if there's any issue with this judgment, we can pay for it at least.
Day, Master Bailiff.
Ha! 'Tis a godly jest.
What's the trouble?
Lame Agatha,
That's great.
that old crone who lives on the edge of the village.
What's she done to you?
Well, I thought you should know. She's getting mixed up in the herb woman's trade and selling folk all kinds of ointments and potions.
And you're tattling on her.
With that?
It's all a swindle and a cheat. She ought to be burned as a witch.
Serena Merritt says, me on my way to this town to get a pretzel and beer. Well, first one's on us. Don't you worry about that. Henry's got you covered. Why is she a swindler?
What do you mean? It's a swindle.
Because those mixtures of hers don't work. It's nothing but plain water with herbs and pork lard.
So it's not witch's brew she's selling, just ordinary herbs?
Exactly, the swindler. But she casts spells too, I can tell you that.
Well, I suppose she did something to you, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Right?
She X'd my hens and now they won't lay. And she put a spell on her own so they lay double.
Spells and witchcraft? That's a very serious accusation.
Yeah, tossed them out pretty casual.
What kind of ointments and potions are you talking about?
Oh, you know, potions for an aching head, women's pains, and herbs to make cows give more milk.
Those sound very handy. It's all good.
I don't think there's anything untoward going on here. Folk will always turn to quacks and herbalists for remedies. As long as they're hurting no one, leave them to it.
Witches should burn. You call that justice?
Shut up. Now we got a village herbalist. I That's phenomenal. Sabrina and Maggie, congratulations on the move. Sounds like you're 55% new, unpacked in the new place. Congratulations. Always the worst part of moving is dealing with all of the shit that you forgot you own. That's the worst part. I mean, come on. That's a given. All right, so I want to go see how much money. Oh, actually, let's go check out our general store and see if we can make some do-re-mi off of these people down here. Now, what's really cool is as we're building all of these villages, building our village up and expanding the area, we can also go recruit people to come up here and make our town even better. Nice armor kit. I'll take 2 of those. Yes, please. I need those. All right, so this guy's got 500 bucks to deal with. He's gonna have 1,000 by the time we're done. Yeah, we'll read that as well. Why not? Tailor's kit, collar's kit. I'll take that, and I'll take that. That's looking pretty good there. And let's sell some gear. Padded, no, I need that. Silent, need those. Wow. Okay, so a little bit over. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and haggle.
Let's have a word about the price. Well,
I'm going to give him.
Here.
Yeah,
And,
I'll just give him a little extra. Get a reputation up in town. Gotta love that. The bailiff of your own town coming in, just splashing the cash. Love that. It's coming together. Look at that. Bakery over there, tavern on the far side, nice row of businesses. This is very much how I like to build my Valheim villages. If you are in the mood to check out some old school RealGrogg channel work, the Valheim playlist of the co-op playlist is great, where we built up the little acorn, a town crafted by the real ones ourselves, and it has a very similar vibe of like how it kind of flows. And yeah, I love that. I'm a sucker for medieval buildings and villages built closely together like this. I absolutely love it. So actually, you know, let me show you what I'm talking about here. I'm going to put some money in, and I'm going to build some beehives real quick, because I think that'll be a little bit of money, a little bit extra in our pocket. But yes, moving is always a process. So much time and energy. I hear you. Yeah, I'm slightly dreading it, but it's been a really fun process. As throughout the years, I've been trying to get better and better about really whittling down the things you need. All right, what's in here? Nothing. I'm going to put all this money in there, risky as it may be, because I'm going to go sell some other stuff down in Rete. And I say Rete in particular because, I'm 113 bucks short. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to zip down to Rete. So I'm going to show you what I mean with recruiting some people, because there's a couple of really unique options down there that I think is really, really cool. And hopefully we'll get stopped at a certain point along the way. Let's go to the south gate, the lower gate. Yeah, so much energy though, just the packing and the unpacking. Has anyone here ever hired movers? I've never hired them myself, but I've always been curious. I think my sister did and really dug it, but I get very nervous about my gear, and so I think there'd be some things I would move myself, but I don't know. But it's also like, I don't want to disrespect anybody, and if it's your job, you probably know how to do it better than most other people, right? If it's your job and if you do it every day. But still, this is my computer. This is my nice things, you know? Messing them up. And we're here. Take a little rest. Make sure all the shops are open. Thanks for all the likes on the stream, everyone. So helpful. Yes, absolutely, Miss Marin. Thank you for pointing that out. Absolutely. It is always such a help to get some likes on the video. Hopefully get it out to a few more people. But, you know, tonight's an interesting one. Tonight, I'm not worried about anything like that. As long as people come in and are able to feel like we've concluded the story properly as best we can. I just feel so silly. I should have just done what I normally do last week and just broken it up into 2 parts. But you know, and then with the sickness earlier this week and everything, it feels all over the place. So I appreciate y'all kind of dealing with the process of getting down there with Henry's story, and hopefully it all makes enough sense to keep on watching.
Yeah.
All right, now there's one person that I'm gonna come down here to find. Actually, 2 of them. Baron. Good to see you, partner. We still have this guy's... Oh, crap. All right, well, never mind. Forget that one. We've had a cup of his for ages, and of course now we don't have it, or we don't have the dialogue option. But basically, we found a treasure of his way long ago, and if you find him, you can give it to him, or you can give it to his wife. But that doesn't make him very happy at all, because she just takes it all and pretty much doesn't tell him that he gave it to her. All right, I'm looking for one guy in particular, and I can't remember. I think he should still be here. Oh, by the way, I stole this horse at the beginning of the game, parked it here, and I just love that it's been there ever since. That's great. Oh yeah, I don't need the townsman, Pickman. No. Actually, well, I do need this guy.
God bless.
Hilarious. Yeah, I need a merchant.
I could use some help in Pribislavis. I'm in charge of renewing the village, and they tell me you can read, write, and do sums.
Aye.
Yeah, so this guy, Cornelius, with a K.
Job has to be settled. I can't go anywhere until then.
Wait, what did he just say?
Aye. But first, this
Oh, right. Okay, so since this game, nothing can just be straightforward, easy jobs. So what I need to go do right now is I need to go talk to the bailiff, and the bailiff will task you with giving people, a lot of these refugees, jobs around town, and they'll all come and meet by the rat house, and we'll divvy up the jobs there. And that guy Cornelius will only do it once I conclude that mission. You should try Dark Souls. It can be very hard, but it's rewarding. Oh boy. The RealGrogg community's been pushing a lot of the Soulsborne series lately, and I tell you, I hate that I'm going to have to submit to that. Yeah, I'm not going to do Dark Souls. I do not like the Dark Souls series, but I will happily... Well, I have been thinking about trying Elden Ring. I heard from numerous sources that if you're going to play any of the Soulsborne series or anything in that style of game, that Elden Ring is the one to do. It's the one to play. It's the best intro to that sort of thing. And while punishing, it is still a bit more enjoyable than the others. That's what I've heard, and I kind of... I believe that. It sounds right, but I've tried Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 enough times to know that I think we're good parting ways. But I do love the insight there, Ramos, and I think that I'm always happy to hear the ideas. But man, that I think I'm just really bad at them. I'm really bad at those games. I just need to get good, I suppose, but I don't wanna. I want to enjoy games, not cry from them, says Miss Marin. Well said. All right, where the hell is my guy? I'm trying to find him, and I cannot recall. Where is he? Where does he go? Where does he go? Oh, there he is. Boom. Nice. The final place I looked. That's hilarious. So if y'all remember, Kunesh.
That treasure of yours you sent me to get.
Did you find it?
It belongs to Baron.
But I couldn't know that.
Fine.
Well, fine.
Where's your lady? Teresa is down in the mill, and yeah, we should go check on her, huh? But first, I'm gonna give Kunesh a job.
Look here, Kunesh. I can't watch you wasting away here anymore. How would you like a job?
Working for you? Where?
In Pribislavis. We're rebuilding the whole settlement. You could maybe work there as a woodcutter.
Oh, I could cut wood. But what's it worth to you?
What's it worth to me? Yeah, so I love that you have these options. I'm offering you a new life. That's enough. You dare to give me lip?
I offer you a job, and you start giving me lip again.
Oh, don't start on me again, for the love of God. All right, I'll work for you, if you'll just leave me be.
It's like I'm doing everything I can to make this guy's life as good as it can be. Get the hell out of here. Go do work. You're on the clock now. But so that's pretty cool. Pretty, you know, pretty big picture sort of thing. That's really cool. You know, you start off fighting with Ganesh at the very beginning of the game. He's literally the first mission, the first thing you have to deal with, and you get him here. He's struggling, and then you're able to send him up to Pripyat for a new life. And although he never will learn gratitude, you can feel good knowing that you did the right thing. All right, so let me show you that mission that I was talking about. So this guy right here, the bailiff.
God grant you health.
And then you always want to just ask him, is there anything I can help you with?
You've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff. Is work keeping you busy?
Busy? I've had so many visitors, I wouldn't wonder if the door fell off its hinges.
What's going on?
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. It's not that there's a shortage of jobs, the problem's sharing them out fairly.
I understand. Everyone has mouths to feed.
The worst part is they won't tell you who really needs a job the most, but you might be able to help, Henry.
Oh, because they're my people.
They're like to be more honest with you.
All right, I'll help.
If you need help, I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend.
What kind of work are we talking about?
Well, old Hagen is looking for a cook, and we need 3, actually 5 carriers.
A cook and 5 water carriers. Sounds simple enough.
A little. We need 3 water carriers, but the other 2 will have to carry, begging your pardon,
shit. All right, so we got to get 2 people to carry shit. We got to get 3 people to carry water, and then we got to get... What did I just say? And then a cook. That's pretty easy. Carriers, all that easy. So yeah.
Can you tell me anything more about the cook?
You'll have to ask Hagen yourself.
Let's see.
What do I need to know about the water carriers?
We need 3. Right now, some of the burgers' hands are doing the job.
And they need to go all the way down to the river for water.
Of course, where else would they get it?
All right.
What can you tell me about the other...
It's dirty, but it's a job that needs to be done. There'll be more than enough work for them. Some places are overflowing.
Yeesh.
That's disgusting. Why would anyone want the job?
If all else fails, I'll pay 2 groschen for every 1 I pay the water carriers.
Getting paid double to carry shit, not the worst thing on the planet.
Is there anyone who can tell me more about it?
Yes, the merchant Conrad Hagen is the one looking for a cook, so you can talk to him. And young Alex will know which of the Scarlet's folk are best suited to the job.
All right, rock and roll.
That's all I need to know.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
So now we got a bunch of people to talk to, kind of see who's going to be best suited for the job. Everyone is going to be gathered in this little courtyard, so it's really nice that it's conveniently kept around there. But one of the ladies that we're going to need is the cook, and there's really only one good choice for the cook. And you head to the Church of Rete over here in the beautiful graveyard, and this guy will be part of this quest as well. But we're going to head in here, and we're going to find this young lady, Agnes.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I'll take half to carry water only, says Miss Marin. That's fair. All right, we'll have to come back. So first things first, I jumped the gun. That's the thing about this game. And I respect it. And as a gamer, I need to get out of my head sometimes. I rightfully am called out in the comments by Free Gold, who hilariously said, "Are you allergic to reading? If you would have read, you know that whatever I missed was in a book." Because I continuously in this game, I will go into something and skip all the details because I'm like, I'm busy. I got places to be. Forgetting that that's the one thing I will need. All right, need a cook. But so you can't really skip steps. You got to make sure you're doing things in the right order.
I'm searching for a good cook.
Well, I offered the bailiff my help because I know the Skalitz folk.
Ah, I see. Well, ask away then.
All right.
I also heard they're a vacant carrier job.
Yes, yes. I'm surprised.
So pretty much if you think about it, you know, people are going to be carrying water from the river, which is down the hill, like a mile from where they're going to be bringing it. So you need to be strong. You need to be able to carry that. And then
I also heard that you need workers to carry, to empty latrines.
It's not dignified to talk of such manners. decent people.
But I love that. You can't even talk about carrying shit in this world. They're like, whoa, we can't talk about that, but I need people to do the job. That's hilarious.
Do you have any particular requirements for the new cook?
Well, it would be an advantage if she knew how to cook.
Yes, but the bailiff said you had other conditions.
Well, I want a woman who's capable of looking after the house when I'm away on business.
Young, nimble.
What for?
I understand.
I love that Henry's like, so you're trying to get some hot little thing to run your house, and he's like, and even Conrad's like, no, I just want a good cook. So now that we've checked that box, we know what he's looking for. Now we head back to the church, go chat to Agnes. What the hell?
Take care.
What is going on here? What am I missing? Always something. Okay, well, I guess I'm just not taking my own advice, and I'm still skipping steps. And I suppose let's go find Alex, who I think it should be right. You, Alex? Nice. Okay, so this guy's kind of the ear to the street kind of guy.
I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that.
Let's see. There we
I'd
go.
like to ask about our former neighbors. There are jobs here for some of them, and I have to pick people.
The bailiff told me about it. He still wants our people to do the knacker's job?
What of it? It will benefit everyone.
Not everyone. There's not enough work for everyone, and no one wants to do the knacker's job.
I'm also looking for a cook.
Well, there's Agnes.
Well, what's the problem?
No, it's just that I haven't seen her around here for ages.
Well, we know where she is.
So, do you know who's most in need of some coin and is fit for hard work?
Everyone's in need of coin, but not everyone is fit for such work.
But who should I talk to then? Where will I find them?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the rat house, so they'll all be in one place.
All right, cool.
But having a job could save someone's life.
Water carrying, maybe.
So you think there's no point in it?
You forget that that's a job for the knacker's hired hand.
It's such an interesting time to be alive that, like, you literally can't even talk about carrying refuse or excrement. Can't even talk to people about it in this day and age. It's like, whoa. Just don't think about it. Don't mention it. Get the hell out of here.
God be with
Oops.
you.
Oh, funny. This lady's from Rovna.
Agnes, who works at St. James.
I am, or I did, before those devils rolled in and burnt down Skalitz.
I'm looking for a good cook and housekeeper.
Oh, I've been blessed by God.
So it seems.
Well, Father Francis was very fond of good food, but I can't just go serve someone else.
And why not?
Why not?
Oh,
Because I'm still Father Francis's housekeeper.
But I heard he fled and isn't coming back.
Don't pay any attention. They're just rumors.
Father Francis no longer needs a housekeeper.
because he did. I can't remember. Whatever.
No, he died.
Mary, Mother of God.
Let's see. What's my higher one here? So they're equal. I've got equal chance. I've got a 19 on both my aggressive speech and my regular speech. Let's just go regular.
Well, they did catch up to him in the end. I heard they cut him down before he reached Sasau.
Oh, Lord. That's horrible.
Well, there's still Hagen.
You're probably right.
Nice.
What else would I do at my age? Very well. I'll go into his service. But right now, I have to go and pray for one departed soul. God bless.
All right, so we got Agnes taken care of. I think I just need to rest for like a day, and then we'll get everyone in there. So everyone up at the rat house. So in the meantime, let's sell some gear, make some groschen, so we can invest back in the town. Because what I'm thinking here is, so for the next 15 minutes or so, I'm basically going to try to get set up to build up Pribyslavitz a little bit more. And then from there, we'll probably shut down around 9 tonight. We're gonna keep it a little bit shorter. We're gonna wrap up. We're gonna come back down here and chat with everyone for the epilogue.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
But yeah, so hopefully you're all doing well out there and you're okay with that as we get through this and wind down nicely. Actually, I don't want to repair these things before I sell them. That would be a waste of money. Trade. All right, dude's got 20K to work with. You're welcome. I've single-handedly boosted your frickin' economy. Beige. I'm not gonna wear the beige scarf. I'm not gonna wear this one either. I don't like that red. Ugh, it's like wearing a gimp suit. It's just so weird. Blue hose. No, you are not fancy enough. Brigandine pauldron. See you later. Checkered blue. That's nice. Dyed Milanese, of course. Gray. I'll keep that. One of these. Sell the bad one. Riveted. See you later. Silver ring. I'll keep that. I believe that is everything. Yes, it is. All right, go ahead and haggle. I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of this guy.
Can we do something about the...
Wow.
Let's see if I can get 3.5.
Since it's...
3.4.
Are we agreed?
That sounds...
3.4, 50. 3.350. Nice, all right. Beautiful. A nice tidy sum. Nothing wrong with that. I do want to make sure none of my gear... Oh, yeah, that's satisfying. When everything's repaired, oh, boy, there is nothing better. Beautiful. All right, well, while that's taken care of... this mission is kind of fun to do at the end of the game, especially when your skills are super leveled up, because there's little benefits and little dialogue checks that we're going to try to pass in the upcoming mission here with the job distribution. Let's go see Teresa. Well, let's get a mustache shave and then we'll go see Teresa. Also, I always like to put on everything that's dirty. Beautiful. Everything that's dirty, and then make sure that you get all cleaned up.
Good day.
I'd like...
So what... I'm sure... God be with you.
Couple hours, nice. Hey, what's up, DJ Clayton? Howdy, all. How is everyone tonight? I'm doing very well, my friend. Seems like the real ones are doing great as well. Wonderful to see you. Thank you so much for stopping on in. Great to see that name popping into the chat, my friend. Yeah, we are just kind of getting through it, messing around a little bit in Rete, getting some Groshen to continue enhancing Pribyslavitz. And yeah, we're making pretty good progress, but pretty much all we have to do left tonight, buddy, is we're going to wrap up the epilogue here in about 20 minutes or so, and then we'll just hang out for a little bit as we get closer to 9 p.m. tonight. But welcome in. It's great to see you. How are you doing? How's your week been? What projects are you working on? What's keeping DJ Clayton busy? Let me hear it. All right, now hopefully we can make it in time to get Teresa for a date. Get that charisma boost, but also just see our lady. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. Everything's clean. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Dark Souls series is very awesome. Can't wait to try Elden Ring when I retire. And again, nothing against Ramos's opinion of Dark Souls. For me, though, I just... they kill me. They absolutely kill me. Speaking of killing it, though... So let me show you a really... I think we should finally be at the level to be able to do this. Oh, come on! I don't have lockpicks. What? How do I not have any lockpicks? That's so strange. Okay, well, actually, while we're here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a bunch of this stuff. Sell the bad one. Bad one. I'll sell the Milanese. I don't really need it. Decorated riding boots. We got fancier stuff now. Fancy shirt. We got a fancier shirt even. Green Italian bassinet. You come with me. Red, red, red. We'll keep the red outfit. Sharp as a knife. Sharp as Stephanie. We'll keep that as well. I've read this, so I'll sell that. Beautiful. Warhorse. Who needs a key? But where the hell are my lockpicks? That's so strange. Do I have a new lighting setup? No, I do not, DJ, but I kind of. I've really been enjoying, here, I'm gonna go to Big Grog for this. I've been enjoying a slightly more dramatic lighting angle. I normally have this other ring light on, which is good. That definitely illuminates really nicely, of course, and it's not terrible. And when we're down here in the smaller gameplay, I definitely am highlighted. But I've really been digging the more dramatic look. I'm liking that a bit more, kind of shading one side, being able to see the sign nicely. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if you prefer the well-lit or the bit more stylish and hip and cool. I don't know. Whatever cool people do. Okay. Oh, hey, Teresa.
Well, look at this fine gent.
Who, me?
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
In this weather?
Oh, come on. We could go to the barn. All right, on our way. So, now we're going to go back to our boy Peshek.
God be with you.
I've got some goods here.
If you mount a ceiling light behind you and light the backside of your shadows, that would look super pro. And so, if you mount a ceiling light behind me and light the backside of my shadows, so the light is coming from this way then, like behind my head. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Huh. Oh yeah. Oh, and that's the thing. Yeah, I love Harris Heller's insight on lighting in particular. He has some really cool lighting setups, and I can't wait. One of the many reasons I'm so excited to update the station, because again, I love my area. I love this. This is where RealGrogg started. This is what it's always been. But I think the new space is going to be just exceptional. I cannot wait to start putting that all together. And I was kind of thinking of doing something as a live stream or something like that to kind of get everyone involved, get some insight, get some advice on where you would put things or how people would do certain things or what we think of certain setups. I think it would be kind of fun, but I also don't know if I'm good enough at doing all that camera setup to see if that'd be fun at all. But yeah, definitely going to be doing a lot of research and watching a lot of videos as that time gets closer. I'm just going to sell the shield. I'm never going to use the shield. Cockerel potions, we don't need those anymore. Dagger, always keep a dagger. And boom, you're out of here. Red black hose. All right, rock and roll. That'll give us another 1,000. Hey, what's up, Alpha Guilford? Welcome in.
All right, so.
Thank you, Dietrich, with, well, it's no bisexual lighting, but I like it. I need an explanation of what bisexual lighting is. I'm trying to think of what it might be before I'm told. But Alfie, yeah, what a treat indeed. Welcome in. It's great to see you. We are just kind of putzing around, building our town, getting some groschen for it. And but yeah, it's great to see you. How you been? Been diving back into Valheim at all? What's been keeping you occupied, my friend? Me too. Me too. What does that mean? Nice. Bisexual. Yes, maybe that's. I do feel like it is a play on words here, but I'm glad that Ramos and I are on the same page. Me too. What does that mean? When he doesn't know bisexual lighting, shake my head. Oh no, I'm disappointing Sabrina Merritt. Okay, well, I'm not going to look it up. I keep it real. I will bask in my ignorance. Bisexual lighting. I wonder if this is going to be one of those situations where it's like, yeah, you know this actor's name, but you don't really know who it is until you see their face. You go, oh, that's bisexual lighting. Gotcha. All right. So what was I just in the middle of? Oh, okay. Bisexual lighting is just a pink light on one side and then a blue one on the other, so it just looks like a bisexual flag. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, sure. So that's kind of what I'm doing, but a little less colorful, I suppose, and without the bisexual undertones. But yeah, I like the shadow that this side gets. I think it makes it more dramatic. Kind of, I don't know. I like it, and also we got a lot of wood and plants and things like that, so kind of keeping that more. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go. I don't know. Does anyone watch boxing? So I don't watch boxing exclusively, Alfie Guilford. I am an MMA. I am an MMA fan. That's okay. Laugh all you want. I dare you to say that as well. I am an MMA fan. There we go. Woof. Oh wow, it has a Wikipedia page. It's a studied thing. Damn, I'm gonna have to update myself on lighting phraseology. And while I don't watch boxing exclusively, I think we are all aware that Jake Paul, the most punchable face on the planet, has an upcoming fight with the one and the only Iron Mike Tyson. I was talking about this earlier, off stream. And Mike Tyson is a legend, unbreakably one of the most well-known fighters of all time, and one of the just an entity that will never be forgotten. Like, what a dude. And I'm always nervous with these sort of BS kind of fights that somehow Jake Paul is going to walk away being able to say that he beat Mike Tyson, who's now 58, 59. I don't really care about the age thing. I don't care about that. He's Mike Tyson. I don't care how old you are. You're going to get your face crushed in by an agent of the god of war. But there's that fear. But somehow this jabroni is going to beat Mike Tyson somehow. Or we're going to finally be gifted the greatest knockout shot of all time. Because although Mike Tyson, I think he's happy to get paid. He will take a payday. I don't think he'll take a dive, and I don't think that he'll put up with some bullshit of taking what he loves, the sport he loves so much, and turning it into a charade or into a circus. I don't think he's willing to do that. I hope he's not willing to, at least. But exactly, yeah. As Ramos says, if Mike Tyson loses, it'll feel staged or that Mike was paid. And hey,
what you're doing?
You walked into me, dingus. Mike Tyson will. Mike Tyson will win, and if he doesn't, he's going to get paid either way. My boy's getting paid. It's the same thing with Tyron Woodley. I was never a Tyron Woodley fan, but he was the light heavyweight champion in the UFC, and got smoked with a right hand. It was a good looking right hand, or it was he got hit with the right hook, and it was decent, but he completely just drops his hand and gets smoked and is knocked out. Anyway, I agree. If Tyson loses, the only way is because it's staged. That's the only way. I don't care about the age. I don't care about the experience. I don't care about anything. He's Iron Mike Tyson. He will not lose unless it's set up. All right. So we have now gathered all of these people who are looking for a job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's usually a young lady here as well, but she's not here. So I'm going to take advantage of that, because actually, pretty much everyone here is going to get a job, except for you. You're coming with me.
God save.
I wonder if I can do it now. Okay, so I got to take care of this first, and then we can talk to that. So tie to the winch.
God bless.
You're here about the water carrying?
How?
Hold your voices. We haven't decided yet who gets the job.
So pretty much with all these people, you can go in, you ask them the same sort of questions. Everyone has a plan until they get punched into the grave. A slight twist on the classic saying, but I like that one more. Alfie Gifford says, did you watch Fury versus Usyk? I did not watch it. But didn't Fury lose? Oh wait, no, recently. Yeah, Fury just lost the title, didn't he? Which was crazy. I mean, that dude is a legend in his own right. And I mean, hey, all legends lose eventually, but yeah, Mike is gonna eat his Mike is gonna eat his children. Oof. Terrifying. If you aren't familiar, if you're one of the people out there that are unfamiliar with Mike Tyson, just go watch a few shorts of this guy's career. Oh, what a guy. Go watch some videos on this guy. Incredible. Okay, so everyone, though, you're going to ask them what they want to do, kind of determine who's going to be best for the jobs. You go through each conversation bit by bit by bit. Hey, what's up, Joel Benton? Good evening, and good evening to you, my friend. Great to have you in here. We are just giving people jobs, trying to build the economy down here in Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're in the epilogue now, and so, yeah, it's great to see you. Settle in, my friend. What are you able to do?
What trade did you do before?
I worked in the mines, at the winch.
Ah, the name sounds familiar. You were one of the new miners, weren't you?
I was. I came last autumn.
We're not finished yet.
All right, so you keep asking questions, all that stuff. So situation like this, I'm talking to him about carrying water, but I'm gonna give him the option to carry shit.
There's also the option of carrying shit.
Not a chance. I'm not carrying any shit around. And if anyone tries to make me, I'll break his legs.
And what's really funny is if you give him this, actually, because I think.
And what if I told you that you get double the pay?
Didn't I mention something?
Yeah. So no matter what, if you give him the job of carrying excrement, he will literally, as soon as you see him, it's on site, and he will immediately come for you, and you got to fist fight him because he's so pissed about having that job. But every one of these people, they have this option right here, this lower one. And what will I get if I help you get in the job?
What would you give me if I recommended you?
What could I give when I don't have a pot to piss in? All I have is a strong arm. Whenever I hit anything or anyone, they stay hit.
Well,
so everyone, it's everything from teaching a skill, finding treasure, all these different things. So if I give Tonda the right job, afterwards I'll go talk to him, and then he'll teach me how to fight better.
I know everything I need.
So your best bet, just to keep it straight, if it helps you, if you're unfamiliar with it. So I always have a little pen and paper, old school, and I'm going to write down water, shit, and cook, just to make it nice for me. Agnes is now written under cook. Water, I'm going to write Tonda. And that's because later you give the jobs through the bailiff. You go talk to him again and you tell him...
I'll bear that in mind.
And sometimes if you get mixed up on who's who, it's just helpful to have another person, a list of what you're going to do. Oh, it was for the Undisputed. Okay, yeah, I just saw a highlight of that on my homepage, but I didn't read all about it, but I didn't watch the fight. Did you watch it, Alfie, and what did you think? All right, now we're talking to Rock about carrying water.
Well, Alex told me that I'm supposed to ask about a job carrying water.
That's right, but first I'll ask you a few questions.
Peter, but everyone calls me Rock. There was more than enough Peters in the mines.
So another miner.
There's one more option. Carrying shit.
I think the tailor is getting a little stir crazy here.
But what would people say? I need money badly, but I couldn't go back to mining after that.
All right, so my boy gets paid twice.
It would be twice the pay.
The money would help, true enough. What about afterwards? I don't want to be carrying shit all my life.
So we could play on his heartstrings and tell him Radzig will surely take care of it.
No, it won't come to that. So Radzig will surely take care of things when he returns home. He won't forget the sacrifice you make.
I'm glad to hear.
All right, cool. So now under shit, we've got one guy who's happy to do it. I'm going to write down Rock. We only need one more person to carry that. And it's a tough sell. You know, I mean, again, in this day and age, people weren't happy about that sort of thing. But so I'm going to say, what's it worth?
Give if I put in a good word.
Good word?
Sure. If I put in a good word for somebody to the bailiff, then that someone has a better chance.
But I haven't got a pot to piss in.
Oh?
I heard about it at the mine.
So, what did you hear?
They found something they wanted kept a secret.
The punishment for stealing the king's silver is hanging or burning at the stake.
I know, but you can't be burned for stealing silver nobody knows about.
Fair. All right, cool. So his little insight, it was a little extra treasure. That's enough.
For now. See you later.
All right, so Tonda, Rock, done and done. This guy, Pickman.
How's it going?
You hear about the water carrying?
Aye.
So, do you want the job?
I do. I want...
Let's see. How'd you make a living before?
Tell me, what was your trade before?
I was a miner, then a farm laborer, then I was a servant, then I fled from Skullets and ended up here.
Quite the factotum, aren't you?
I liked them all, but they were always sending me to do something else. Pickman, they'd say. Leave this and go and do that.
I'll have to go watch highlights of round 9, then it sounds like Alfie. I like that. All right.
Pickman.
Actually, my real name's Vassal.
Is that German?
No. It's from when I was in the mines.
Let's see, or you can carry something else.
Water, you could carry...
Hey, what's up, Mega John? All pretty sketchy job history. Yeah, I'll say, buddy. He's certainly, that's a resume where they're going.
That'd be a new one for me. Though, it's not a thing I'd go around boasting about.
Well, so Pickman doesn't seem too worried about it.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but...
Fair enough.
No, you dolt. It's just a saying. Like, I do something for you, and you do something for me.
Ah, right. I see. Well, as it happens, I've got something great for you.
Treasure?
Treasure, you said?
I see you're a smart man. A man who knows a thing or two about the world.
Now, what he's got here is a piece of the Sword of Sheba. It's broken into 5 parts, and it's sprinkled all around. All the blacksmiths around the world have a piece of this.
No, it's
and the only way to complete it is to do this. Give Pickman a job, or you can pickpocket it from him, I guess.
We'll shake on it.
Agreed.
So I think Pickman right now is carrying shit. Got a bunch of different jobs, as Mega John Hall says. Sketchy job history. The guy can make do with this kind of work. So we've got 2 there. So we really just need 2 more people to carry water. This guy's coming with me. Vincent.
God save you.
Are you here on account of the water carrying?
Yes, I am.
Nice to meet you.
Fine.
How are you holding up?
Well, I'm alive.
All right.
So you're probably here about carrying water, right?
Aye.
That's all?
That's what's needed, ain't it?
That's fair.
And what would you give me?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, not a pot to piss in. I know, I've heard it before.
Mother told me I should go and help.
Fair enough. You know what? I can't argue with that, Vincent. All right, Vincent's carrying water. Now, I think I'm missing one thing. I want to show you. I think with Rock, if you ask him...
There's still... Yes?
let's see. How you getting on?
How are you holding up?
You mean this here? Well, I've got...
So it's hard to tell, but yeah, so he's...
What happened to it, anyway?
He's got something messed up with his arm.
Look, I can see by the way your arm is hanging, it's not healed.
Well, come on. I owe money to the Sawbones, and I need the work to pay for it.
But so right here, especially since we're this late in the game, and we can actually...
Well,
we're pretty talented with the medical arts. This should help.
Here you go. This will help it heal better.
Thank you so much.
That's all right.
No, nothing. We Skalitz folk have to help each other out.
All right, so I remember that differently. I remember I could have swore that in the past I've actually fixed him myself with my medical skills, but if you have a marigold potion, you'll just give it to him and it works out just the same. And then we get a little bit extra reputation for not charging him for the service. All right, so Teresa also would normally ask us to give Antonia, this young lady right here, a job carrying water. Now, I don't agree. I don't think, and it's actually like she's not very good at it because she's, it's a tough job.
What do you want?
I want to work.
But Teresa gets really pissed off if you don't give her a job, so we'll just be a nice guy.
It's true.
Where would I learn to cook food?
But Alex has already picked people who want to carry water.
He didn't ask me, though. So I came...
Look, I already have more people than jobs.
But I really need a job.
But so does everyone else around here.
None of them has a husband on his deathbed.
That's fair. Well, what's wrong with the husband?
He's dying.
He's badly wounded. So poorly he's been in his bed for weeks.
Sorry to hear it.
I already owe the apothecary a small fortune.
Apothecary. I've never heard it pronounced like that. Apothecary. Yeah, I've been saying apothecary like a jabroni. I'll talk with him.
All right. I'll think about it and talk to the bailiff.
And you'll tell him to take me, right?
Hey, don't push me, all right? All right, so Pikmin, you got a job carrying shit. Rock, or no, you're carrying water, shit, water. Oh no, I was right. Rock and Pikmin, shit and shit. Tonda, Vincent, and that lady, they're all gonna be carrying water, and then we're gonna have Agnes the cook job. Beautiful. And you, we'll deal with you soon enough. So once you've got all your decisions lined up and good to go, we're gonna go chat once again with the bailiff, I think. Unless I'm missing a step, which knowing me, I probably am.
God's sake.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you.
Chat about the job.
That's all I need to know.
What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Quest log. Talk to people. Oh. Maybe I just need to talk to Cornelius as well.
You're interested in carrying water?
I am.
I agree.
What?
Okay. What were you doing before?
What makes you so deserving?
I was the owner of a mine.
The chief, eh? But have you ever hauled a bucket of ore up a hill?
There's no hill in a mine.
What would you...
So that...
Come now.
All right.
Once again, just,
Cheap armor might come in handy, all right?
Done.
once again, just getting my deal. Making sure that I get what I'm owed. All right, so now we've talked to everybody. Now we go back to the bailiff. Chat him up and tell him who's going to get what jobs. Which, again, you don't have to. I just like having this little list so it's a little bit easier. John Hall, how the hell you doing, buddy? How's your week going? Are you planning anything fun? Made a decision.
I know everything I need to know to...
Splendid. I'll be glad to get this damn business off my back.
All right.
So, how do we do this? Do I just give you their names, or...
Just tell me their names and whether they should carry water or...
All right, Tonda the Winch.
Tonda. They call him the Winch.
The winch.
He'll be carrying water.
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
Rock.
Peter, better known as Rock.
Peter? Rock? Didn't he get into a fight and injure his arm?
He's going to be carrying shit.
Carrying shit.
Good. One.
And Vincent.
Moimir's son.
Vincent? Never.
He's going to be carrying water.
To carry water.
So.
Pikmin.
Vasil.
Pikmin.
No. They call him Pikmin.
Well,
whatever.
Can't do too much damage with a bucket, I suppose.
And he will be ambulant trains.
Good.
And then Antonia.
What? Oh,
yeah.
A woman.
You never said it had to be only men.
I didn't, but I kind of assumed it would be clear. It's a long walk with a heavy load, man's work.
Nice. John Hall treating himself well tonight. Just got done working at an event. Congratulations. Heading home to play either Cyberpunk or BG3. Excellent choices on either end. She can handle it.
She can handle the job. Have no fear.
Let's hope so.
All right. Oh.
Or maybe some...
Jesus, I can see...
Antonia. Yeah.
Oh shoot, I didn't. Oh, I didn't choose the.
She can
And she's gonna be carrying water.
carry water.
So we have.
That's it.
Good. I'll just
And about the cook,
I chose a.
tell me who you.
Agnes.
I chose old Agnes for the cooks.
Glad to hear it. I'll...
Beautiful. And that is how you wrap all those up. To be fair, water is heavy as fuck, and I wouldn't want to take the job either, so good for her. I hear you, Miss Marin, yeah. And admittedly, just because you give her the job, it makes Teresa happy, but she also gets kind of annoyed because her friend can't do the job. So it's a little lose-lose. But either way, I need Cornelius for my town, so I don't feel bad because you need to come with me.
Listen, wouldn't you like to move to Pribyslavitz? If you can do that, you'd make a good merchant to handle building materials.
That's nearly the same job I had at the Skalitz mines.
True. We don't have any mines, of course, but if...
I know enough about trade.
Let's see. You'll get what you earn. I'm the bailiff. It pays to be in my good books. Yep.
Look here. I'm the bailiff there, and let's face it, one day I'll rise even higher. So you ought to stick with me as long as I still have an interest in you, don't you think?
I love that argument.
You've got a point, all right. I knew you as the blacksmith's boy, and now you're a bailiff.
Moving on up.
I'll take the job.
See you later.
All right, so we now have a woodcutter in the form of that guy that we sent up there earlier. Now we've got Cornelius.
I need to search you.
Excuse me?
Be quick about it.
The hell are you searching me for? Do I even have anything stolen on me? Yeah, why the hell? Why are you breaking my balls, buddy? Acting like I'm carrying stolen stuff. Oh, you're about to get yelled at.
What's going on?
Orders of his lordship.
You really want to search me?
Your superiors will have a thing or two to say about...
I meant no offense.
Yeah, get the hell out of my face. You know who I am? I am Henry of Skalitz, bitch.
Yeah.
You know, Miss Marin talking about John Hall diving with us. There is, I believe, the update for the port to Xbox is happening for Helldivers, so something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see, who else can we gather? So there's another. Oh, actually, there's another person. I will just ride there. I don't remember exactly if it'll work, but there's actually a bartender you can get, or an innkeeper you can get in Rattay as well. Kanesh, that was the woodcutter. Okay, so Kanesh we got for the woodcutting. We got Cornelius running up there right now to run our general store. We're gonna get, hopefully, this guy. I can't remember. I'm sure there's an extra quest I'll have to do, but then you also want to remember that as you're in town, you want to try to make sure to stop back in with people you gave work to, because they will give you those benefits. Where are you at? They'll give you the things that you chatted to them about.
God be with you.
They didn't keep her.
Listen, you're a friendly fella, and you know a thing or two about the tavern trade. How would you like to be my innkeeper?
What? Me?
I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz. Sir Divish put me in charge of building new homes there, but...
I'd love to, Henry, but I can't just now. But come back to me another time.
See, and this is what bothers me. I can't remember why. Why can't you do it right now? There's no... I can't remember. Let's talk to the innkeeper. Maybe he knows.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my...
How should I know? See you later.
All right. Well, you were useless. Thanks for nothing. All right, so we're going to head back up to Pribyslavitz. We're going to build a couple of things because we got a little bit of gold, nothing much, but we're going to go build some beehives. But along the way, we're actually going to stop at Mechoyed. Why can't I fast travel from here?
Yeah.
But actually, yeah, that's a great point too. Although Miss Marin was referencing Helldivers for playing together cross-platform, BG3 also going to be multi-platform here for all three, which is very exciting. Great to see a company continuing to expand and give the people what they want. Oh, John Hall, you are going to lose your mind. The first time you start playing, as soon as you start playing Helldivers, it's going to be so up your alley. Your mind's going to blow right out of your skull. Why the hell can't I? Okay, this is getting frustrating.
Yeah.
That's true, Miss Marin. That would be quite the combo. Why? I'm very confused about this. I don't know what the hell is happening where it's not allowing me to fast travel at all for literally no reason. All right, what if I do this? What if I quit full screen, go to fast travel instead? All right, I guess we just gotta... Can't wait, it'll happen one day. Yes, absolutely. All right, now I'm hoping I get stopped right about anywhere from here. Maybe here? Maybe right here. Perfect. That is exactly what I want to have happen. Awesome. I'm going to show you why in 1 second. Ooh, I got my fancy clothes on. I forgot about that.
Call that combat?
Yeah, I do.
What's up? Shit yourself.
Well, that was pathetic. All right, but that is also perfect. So this this windmill that we've actually spent a few times. Yeah, that first guy, right? That did not go his way. So we've ended up at this mill house a few times, but now, but now we actually have a good reason to. Mirka.
Be off now. You don't belong here.
Don't talk to me like that. And Mirka.
Good evening.
Look here. A pretty young girl like you is wasted in a mill. I've got a tavern in Pribyslavitz that's got everything but a woman's touch.
Well, it'd be nice to work somewhere where there's folk to talk to. I'd be glad to be your tavern maid.
Don't worry. If any drunk slaps your behind, as bailiff, I'll give you the right to pour his ale down his braze.
Nice.
All right then. I'll settle my affairs here and head off.
Boom. And just like that, we got a front of house server. Phenomenal. We got Mirka, pretty young lady. She's going to go take great care of our inn on the front of house. She is sweet, right? Sounds like a fun time spreading some democracy. Absolutely. Sign of a good boss, right? I love Henry. He's the best. I'm excited to see adult Henry, or like grown ass Henry. See what he's all about. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where else there is a. Trying to remember where else there's special people for your town. But I can't remember right now, so let's just go ahead and head back up. Ambush again. No, I got things to do. But I think some more NPCs. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I think we should build the stables. What do you think? What do you think, friends? I think stables, guardhouse is also pretty cool. But let me know. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I don't want to disappoint anyone, of course.
Yeah.
Miss Marin shouts. Stables. Totally fair. A fair shout. Stables, says John Nakano. I was going to say stables way earlier in the stream. All right. I got... Oh, John Hall. If the stable people be washing, there will be an influx of groschen. Crushing it tonight. crushing it tonight. Love to see it. All right, so we're making $960 a day. We've got $2,100 in the bank. So that means we're going to make ourselves some beehives. We can't do it right now, though, because it's the middle of the night. So we're going to go ahead and go to sleep and arise with plans. Boom. All right, get some sleep. That job's taken care of. But that's what's cool. So now with the NPCs added to our town, we make even a bit more money. We get even more out of this. So it's a little increase here and there, but especially with Cornelius, that's, in my opinion, one of the best. Oh, that's right. You can also get a blacksmith. I just remembered. I think a priest once you build the church. There's somebody special for the stables as well. We'll be able to get Peter for the town or for the innkeeper. So there's a lot of things you can do, and I'm very excited to get those going. I don't want to talk to you. Look at this. So village income, we're still a little short. I think we'll be able to beat that right about now. We're sitting at 31. Look at that. We made $1,000 pretty much overnight. Beautiful. All right, so that's not generating anything. I want to build this. I want to get the rat house up because that's just, it's crucial for the growth of your town. But also we got to get the church going. 11,000 for that one. That'll take a bit more time. So we've got the bakery built. So let's go ahead and get some beehives. Boom. Build that up.
All right. I'll muster the labor. Come with me.
While it may be the one of the least less exciting builds out there, it's still a good one. But that'll leave us a little bit of money. We can also add the drying shed to the bakery, and we can add, I think, dice to the inn. So we should have some money, a little bit of money left over.
Indeed. I'm ready.
A few days later. What sucks though is during the few days later during the building phase, that doesn't count as actual time passing. So you don't make all the money that you should be by waiting a few days. I would say a lot of bees. Molto bene. All right, so now we got bees making honey. Oh, and actually, oh damn, I'm walking around with 5,000 Groschen. Groschen. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there because I always forget you have to put your money in. You can't just use what's in your pocket. Boom. All right, so that's gonna leave us at, we got 26 in the bank. We are making almost enough to balance the scales. Let's go ahead and add. I'm a little short for that. Let's go ahead and build. Yeah, I think the drying shed, because that'll give us an extra $50 from here. And I think that's actually the only option I can do right now that we can afford. We could, okay, cool. So we're able to do some. We could do a brewery. Brewery or dice games to start off with. What do you think, friends? I kind of think dice games first. No, you need beer.
Marius, there's work to be done.
You gotta do beer, right? That's a must.
You've decided? Good.
And we're gonna go ahead and we'll make some money here pretty quick because there's not a whole lot between.
The one I buy.
Yeah, but gaming. Yeah, I know. We'll get the games here momentarily. It won't take long to get an extra bit of money. Oh, thank you for the hearts and the smiles in the chat. Love that.
We're gonna build here?
Right here. Ready to start?
Vault 5, crushing it tonight. Dice games are heaven sent for Farkle and Gwent, but how will they get here unless they come for the beer? Excellent. Would that be a... limerick?
I'm ready.
I'll just... We've got what we need.
Do it. Dice games are heaven sent for Farkle and Gwent, but how will they get here unless they come for the beer? That's carved into the sign out front. Now, what's really cool about this, though, aside from brewing our own ale to sell in town, which of course boosts our profits, a terrible limerick, yes. No, not even close. A phenomenal limerick. Well done. Boom! We are now making enough money where this town is going to keep itself afloat. And also, you've built yourself a brewery, and from now on, the innkeeper will be able to provide a local beer. Every time a new batch is brewed, you can pick it up from the vat on top of the kiln of the brewery. Drink responsibly. No promises. So if we open this up, we now have our Pribyslavitz Boar, which is an incredible beer. Let's see. We got plenty of room on our nourishments. We're good to go there. Pribyslavitz Boar. A beer with as much character as the founder of the brewery it comes from, Henry of Skalitz. Pribyslavitz Boar has a bite to it and, like the lives of the people in these parts, a bitter edge. 10 nourishment. Yes, please. Hammered. But it actually provides you with, so I don't say it incorrectly. Pribyslavitz Boar effect. Pribyslavitz Boar has a bite to it and no mistake. Your hands are immediately steadier, and if you want to play dice, you just know they're gonna fall your way. So you get a benefit. I think that means to your archery and also to your dice throwing ability. So you might even win more games based on your drunkenness, which is pretty great. I do. All right, so we got. Oh. Was that the wrong chest? So 5.3 is what it says I have in there. Come on. And but it says 687 there. Is it the wrong chest? Let's find out. Because this is all my stuff, so this shouldn't be the one. Okay, yeah, I guess that is the right chest. So now I got 6 G's to play with. Ooh. So you know what? Let's build. That's gonna put us a little under. See, this is the tough part. So let's see. Let's do the math here. That's why we all show up to these streams, right? For math. So we got 6,000 left. We can build the rat house for 5,000. That'll reduce our monthly or a daily income to be a little under the threshold for the 1,200, but that's okay because we'll get it back over the top. The tent will serve. Oh, I'm sorry. Every sizable village should have a rat house, the seat of law and order, embodied by the bailiff. It'll bring in more people, or we just keep building the infrastructure of the town, and I'll just sleep in a tent, which is fine. Drying shed, or we just say screw it and we build the stables. We're gonna build the stables.
There's work to be done.
Because we got to show you what I've been talking about, and it's very exciting. But while Marius is running down there, we're going to go ahead and make another judgment. What do you got?
What's the matter here?
This bitch here tried to kill me.
Easy, Tiger.
Have her clapped in the stocks where she belongs.
That's not true, Master Bailiff, sir. He got drunk, like he always does, and ate who knows what kind of slop somewhere.
You know very well what it was what poisoned me. You're trying to get rid of me and don't think I don't know it.
Enough. One at a time. Tell me what happened. What makes you think she tried to poison you?
She hates me. She wants to put me in the ground and then take the farm. I can see it in her eyes.
Throw me out from my own home? You useless ale-swilling pig! Have you forgotten who got you a roof over your head?
Just look at her, sir. You can see for yourself what a harpy she is. I came home.
All right, so pretty much any time.
At the tavern, ate my supper, what was left on the table for me, and went to bed. And my head was on fire.
All right. Yeah.
Part about battering me and throwing up in the doorway.
Shut your mouth, you whore.
Now, I've heard enough. You, farmer, won't touch another drop of booze, or I'll leave you in the stocks to dry out. And if you raise your hand to your wife again, I'll take a bludgeon to you.
I heard all I needed to hear.
No buts. There'll be no half measures with you.
Nope.
Thank you, Master Bailiff. Thank you 1,000-fold. You're a wise and just man.
Deal with it, partner. Rick.
Hey.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Huh? Hey, think you're a tough guy? I'm a tournament champion. Prick. We celebrate all rhymes, riddles, poems, and puns around here, Vault 5 Driller. They are as welcome as all humans are here on the RealGrogg channel. Well said, Miss Marin. That is 100% the truth. 100%. All right, so the town is profitable. We have... Oh, wait, I gotta meet Marius still. Where'd he go? What were we just building? We were building these stables, so that'll be down here.
We're gonna build?
Yes.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check. All good.
Nice. Boom. Now, this has been a long time coming, my friends, and I'm very excited to introduce you to a new friend around here. A few new friends, in fact. That's an awfully pretty horse. Now, we've got a great horse, but a long while back, I had some questions about what horses are in the game. And my friends, I introduce you to Shadowfax, who has been my friend through many an age. Shadowfax, not to be outdone, my friends, by Aggro, which is such an incredibly deep cut. I never thought that they would throw that in here. Aggro is, such a powerful being. The horse from Shadow of the Colossus, one of the greatest games I've ever played. And Aggro is so near and dear to my heart. I love this horse. But not to be outdone, I introduce you to Shadowmare, the horse of the Dark Brotherhood themselves from Skyrim, the dark embodiment of everything evil in a horse who is unkillable, unbeatable, unfathomably powerful. I show you the trio, Shadowfax, Aggro, and Shadowmare. How awesome is that? So this DLC, From the Ashes, added so much to this game, of course, but when I first built the stables and found that these were the three, lost my mind. Lost my mind. I didn't know this was in here. I kept this secret for so long. Miss Marin, in fact, was like, I think you asked me, is Shadowfax in the game? By the way, I caught that Moonbeam reference, by the way, just so you know. If you know, you know, sort of thing. And that's hilarious. My mind blown, though. And yes, I unfortunately do have to purchase each of these horses. But look at this. Look at these stats. Look at these stats. Inspect. Boom. I have a great horse. Warhorse Jenda. Speed 28. Well, because I have that debuff. A little less courageous than Warhorse Jenda. But Shadowfax has incredible carrying capacity, incredible speed, amazing stamina, and barely a drop in courage. 15 is still a very solid score. Aggro, boom. Faster, more courageous, just the same stamina, and just as much capacity. A phenomenal option. I love Aggro. I still haven't recovered from what happens with Aggro in my first day through in my first day, I'm guessing first playthrough of Shadow Colossus, buddy, I feel you. That said, have you seen all the way through the credits? But in comparison, Shadowmare, way faster, way stronger, more stamina, and slightly less courageous. So the only thing Warhorse Jenda has going for her at this point is her courage. So let's talk to the stable master.
God be with you.
I'd like to buy a horse.
Well now, have you seen our steeds?
Shadowmare is bae, yeah, for real. I have.
I have.
Nothing but the best here. Is there one in...
So I would say Agro is the easy choice, but Shadowfax is the lord of all horses. So, oh yeah, I don't have any money.
Surely you'll knock something off the price if I trade in my old.
Wow. Okay, so Warhorse Jenda though knocks $2,000 off of the price. So
Maybe some other?
So once I actually remember to bring money with me, we'll take it from there. But how amazing is that, my friends? The 3 most iconic horses. I'm so happy that they are here now. But also, let me now show you an extra little benefit. First of all, look at our little town. Look at this thing starting to grow. Love it. Love it. But now if we swing over into Ujits, you'll remember we did some things over here. Agro is my favorite horse from any game. 100% agree, Megaton Hall, and that includes all of my horses that I purchased in the various Red Dead playthroughs. The moment of meeting Shadowfax and Two Towers is absolutely breathtaking. Incredible. Yeah. Amazing. Now, we've been here a few times. We've done some missions. Actually, I just realized I'm way far from where I need to be. And one of those things that we did was find another thief. Man, lots of thieves in this town. But we found Pi, if you remember back, a few streams ago. Ramos, if you're since you're kind of new around here, I think it was 4 or 5 streams ago. Oh no! My mic whistle cut out a phenomenal whistle. We didn't get to hear it. Well, that's okay. I pale in quality compared to Gandalf himself, whistling for the great Shadowfax, Lord of all horses. He has been my friend through many dangers. But so when we found Pi, not only did we learn a few things from Vashek, but he was also telling us that he's kind of sad being up here now because everyone makes fun of him.
God save you.
And I need a groom.
New job. I'm looking for someone to care for the horses at my stables.
You've got stables?
I have, in Pribyslavitz.
I don't know. An upstart like you.
What's your tongue? I'll have you know you're talking to the new bailiff of Pribyslavitz, so show some respect.
You don't say. Well, I'm sorry. What, with you hanging around here like a normal idler, I never took you for someone in office.
He's got a fair point.
You say you need someone for this. Well, ever since that cock-up with Pi, even the horses here are laughing. All right, I'll work for you
if you'll take me, Master Bailiff.
Anyway, Henry, way to lay down the law.
I didn't mean to give you any offense.
I'll let it pass this once, but get to Pribyslavitz on the double.
Nicely done. All right, you can also get Mark, which I just realized as I was doing this dialogue, kind of wishing I would have actually gotten Mark instead. But if you remember, Mark is the stable hand from down here where this all began, where all this troubles first kicked off over in Neuhof and that stable massacre. There is the now somewhat out of work groomsman stable hand, Mark, who's down here and will take over. So one more trip up to Pribyslavitz, check in with everyone, see how we did. But only open in a new window. But only open in a new window. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, if you're gonna watch Gandalf whistling, yeah. Oh, that's great. But look at, okay, look at this now. Look at how the town is starting to take shape. And I will admit, like, as somebody who likes to build walls around villages and stuff like that, I like that the guardhouse does, instead of this open field that the stable gives, it's more of a militant structure at the front. But how cool to see the general store, the stables, the church up on the top. It's all starting to come together so beautifully. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
All right, but we are back. Here we are in town. Incredible. Now, what we're going to do here, friends, I think we're going to just... Actually, you know what? Let's see. Let's see what we can squeeze in. I think we've got a little bit more money. We can build the town up a little bit more. All right, so we've got 2.7. Oh, damn, we got 2.7. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple things, actually. We're going to go ahead and... Temporary rat house, that'll come next time. Church, not a chance yet. Drying shed, we're going to do that. But first things first, we're going to go back to the inn, and we're going to go ahead and build the dice games.
I've decided what to build.
That way everyone's happy. And then after that's done, we're going to go ahead and build the drying house. And at that point, I think then we'll head on down to Rattay. If the weather's nice, we'll take Teresa out. But then we will... then we're going to watch the epilogue. I'm going to make a save ahead of time before we take care of all that. Can you go into the buildings and see the new stuff? Of course. Happily. Yeah, I'll show you what's new. Give you a little tour of the town. But then, so we're going to make a save that will keep us before the epilogue ends at this stage. And then we're going to see the epilogue, and we're going to wind down for the night, actually, my friends. We're going to get down there and see how this all ends and how we are set up for the next game.
I'm ready.
I'll just quickly check again. We've still...
A few days later. All right, we got a fully functioning pub. I guess we need an innkeeper still, but still, pretty much. All right, it's the middle of the night, so let's go ahead and enjoy our pub. We're going to sit down and we're going to read till the daylight chums. Beauty. All right, so that's done. Who needs a key? I don't think I can read this yet. Not quite. Yes, I'm so surprised that I'm still... I guess I haven't really done... You've all been keeping me on the straight and narrow path because I usually am leveled up entirely with my lockpicking, but I guess I just haven't quite gotten there this playthrough. That's so interesting. But all right. That's done there. Go ahead and wait, and then at Miss Marin's request, yeah, we'll take a little tour real quick, and then head on down to Rattay. Phones for Porcini. Oh, Porcini. It's great, though, especially at this stage of the game. If your agility's leveled up and all that stuff, you can really make some solid money. You can make some solid money throwing dice. All right, so Jurasso Ramos is asking, how many times have you played KCD? I think, if my count is correct, I want to say I've played beautiful little interior, great for getting sloshed in the rain. Backsides, little storage room, nothing crazy, nice and spacious. Now, I'm not going to steal anything. I'm just getting the practice for unlocking stuff. Because people don't take too kindly, and it's kind of a dumb idea. Just, you know, you don't shit where you eat. You don't get high on your own supply. So don't steal from your own townsfolk. Hey, what's up, Mirka?
God.
No, Henry. All right, she's caught in an animation. Can't talk to her. But yeah, I think 5 times all the way through, I think, something like that. 4 or 5. All right, let's do another judgment.
Rook and Lumiere, a known pair of troublemakers. Fighting again, are you?
Rook is a filthy, thieving magpie.
This bastard is a fucking liar.
All right.
You can insult each other in your own time, not mine.
As you know, Master Bailiff, I've got a daughter, and this Rook here has a son, and like you'd expect, the son is as much of a beast as his old man. He put a belly on my girl, and then turned his back on her.
A likely tale, you lying scoundrel. We're a decent, honest family, sir. But that daughter of his, nothing but a whore, she is.
Oh boy.
She seduced my son. And what's more, this thieving bastard stole my cow, too.
Enough swearing. One at a time, and settle down. What's this about stealing a cow?
When that no-good son of his wouldn't do the right thing by my daughter, Rook here agreed in the end to give me a cow as compensation for her honor.
And I did. Only then, that slut ran off with some minstrel. Where's the honor in that? And besides, it could be anyone's brat she's carrying.
Tell me more about your daughter.
Pretty as a picture, and a good lass. Though a little flighty. She had her head turned by that coxcomb, and he put her in the family way. And then he wouldn't marry her. And who else would take her with a youngster? So we agreed on a cow in compensation.
All right.
That much is true. Only, I'm sure you'll agree, Master Bailiff, where there's no honor to lose, there's nothing to compensate. A girl that runs off with some wandering jester.
What could she do when she couldn't show her face in public?
What about this son of yours?
Well, he ain't the brightest star in the sky, but he's a kind soul and a good worker. That slut of a daughter of Lumiere's got him all worked up, got herself pregnant, and then broke his heart. I talked him out of marrying her myself, because I'd rather give this bastard my best cow than my son.
I won't listen to this. That boy is a simpleton and a brute. And for sure, my daughter never went with him of her own free will.
I wanted no more to do with Lumiere or his damn daughter, so I agreed to the compensation instead of marriage. And no sooner was the deal done than the slut ran off. And I want my cow back.
You'll get nothing. A deal is a deal. It's your fault I've lost my one and only daughter.
I've heard enough to know.
Now this is a tricky one. So we either let the guy keep the cow, even though his daughter ran off, and so it doesn't really affect anything in the village anymore, or the girl ran off so Rook should get his cow back, because the boy was heartbroken, the girl left, she's clearly flighty and is a bit promiscuous, it seems. I don't know the benefits of either. I mean, a deal's a deal. Let him keep the cow. Yeah, I mean, a deal's a deal. And yeah, that's up to Lumiere to figure out in the future. Yeah.
A bargain is a bargain. Whatever unforeseen may happen. The cow belongs to Lumiere.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I never doubted your wisdom.
You call that justice? I won't stay another minute in a village where the bailiff takes a hand in daylight robbery.
Bye. Listen, pal. Listen, pal. Listen. Hey, listen. Listen. I want to... Stop. All right? Just chill. You got a great mustache. All right. Well, believe it or not, we are actually much further through the night than I thought. Building this village takes some time, huh? Let's head on down to Rete, and I think we're going to make a little save right here. This man with the pie. We're going to go ahead and do a hard save. And we're going to do that over run from way back at the beginning. And now, our final fast travel all the way down to Rete, I think at least. Every time I say that, it's... All right. And yeah, we're going to chat with royalty and see what happens here. Yeah, that's I really hope that they expand on the From the Ashes style thing, building that village. I really hope that they give us a whole men-at-arms. It's I really hope they give us the opportunity where like Henry is actually going to become like the opportunity to maybe run a fiefdom or something like that, or build a village or on a much larger scale and with the same style. I would fall in love with, and even more interactivity with that village would be really cool. But they did a great job with Pripyaslavets. I'm really hoping they bump it up even more.
Oh, how? Are you going to the meeting with Mark?
All right, well, here we are, my friends.
I am. What about Istvan? I assume
that we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know.
Thanks,
no
bud.
fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
Love and chat for the finale. Love that. Thank you. Thank you for the celebrations and the heart emojis in this, man. Appreciate you.
Blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Redzig.
It came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
Question is, which king?
Henry.
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But, time...
Grace.
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed. But to surrender it means giving up great privileges, too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What you're saying, Wenceslas invited him here?
Kind of interesting that they're kind of telling the story.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just Like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
This guy just seems a little snaky to me.
That it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So
that's disappointing.
With his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf, Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghoff is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
Let's do it.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts. And now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, your grace?
Sounds like a
King
Marvel
Wenceslas
villain
languishes in
group.
captivity in Vienna. He
The
can't
League of
rule too well
Lords.
from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets?
Hey, too soon.
We have to put a stop to this senseless war.
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Oh, a little risky.
Might need
I doubt Berghoff
somebody go
would
with him.
harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
You damn right.
I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg.
I don't know if you know this,
to
but
be
I'm a
my
tournament
eyes and
champion.
ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
And just 7 or 8 missions later.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
So what?
Oh, Margrave.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes. I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way.
I'm all right.
Not to mention that Bergov is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard.
Sweet.
You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Bergov tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else.
Yes.
Very well. Bergov is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days
Excited
ride
to see
from here,
that.
so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Oof. I'm not going to bore you all with all this stuff because basically this is more of that sort of interactive history lesson right here. So lots of stuff, and that whole cutscene that we just watched. There's so much information dumped on you right there. So I think that's about everything.
About all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush.
All right, so we've checked in with Pops. We got to talk to Hanush about the letter.
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now.
Brno.
But soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough
Till
to
they meet
even
Henry and
satisfy
Skalitz.
the Cumans. That's why he raided Gutenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy.
I love Hans.
All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days.
He did, in fact,
Farewell, your
provoke
graces.
him.
Come, Henry. My men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Well, I'm riding a very slow horse. Congratulations! You've completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. So, technically, that, my friends, is the end of KCD1's story mode. We're going to ride off with Sir Hans here, just to show you kind of the final cutscene there. But yeah, that is pretty much it. But that's what's so great is it does allow you the opportunity to still continue to play, have your fun, and do your thing, wrap up side quests that you haven't finished quite yet. And I love that. I love an opportunity to continue playing a massive game like this. You know, when there's so much to do, so much to see, it's always great to have that in the back pocket. You don't want to be... and to kind of go back to like Fallout New Vegas, like we were talking about at the top of the stream, once you're done with that game, you're done. There's no, you don't get to keep playing. And when really that's all you want to do after you shape the world. So luckily we are able to continue with this. Oh, let me get off here and talk to Hans.
we set off now?
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse. The Lord of Bergov is bound to be waiting as eagerly.
One last ride. For now. Now, I can't remember if this is, in fact, a very long ride or not, so we'll find out. But as you can see, kind of what I was saying at the beginning, how it's really set up with the intention of having a sequel. And I did hear rumor that they ran out of money. Warhorse Studios ran out, and they weren't able to provide the final mission they wanted to. So it's really interesting to see a game created and distributed with this intention of having a sequel. It's really interesting. You know, you would kind of expect it to be
What about
a bit more wrapped up, just in case.
Not
But
owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well.
yeah, all that dialogue, we're just supposed to do all that stuff. It's just setting up the entire next half of the story.
A blacksmith's son.
An interesting twist.
Don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord. What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believe we'd rescue the king and all would be well again. But now it looks a lot more complicated.
For real.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggars belief.
All right, on the hop.
Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a
feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
He clearly didn't watch the intro to the game.
World when you can't keep trusting your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Hey, Mutt.
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
Yeah, for real.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him, mind.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Do you know anything about Prokop?
Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two.
Henry's just going down the checklist. Here's everyone I've met recently. Tell me about them.
A certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lambert, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some.
But so you can see what I'm saying, where it's a little less climactic than it should have
None
been.
other than Prokop.
And what has that got
If
to
we're
do
really
with
trying to build anticipation,
He
like a
was there with
slow,
him. Of course, that's not something to brag about.
plot along
And what was it all about?
on a very familiar road.
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of
Could have been a
Lords.
bit more
But
exciting.
Despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one,
Just saying.
they couldn't get past the Aeglau women with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel. And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
And that Berghoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a
Henry,
feeling that some other nobles
it's
quite
literally-
awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite
Oh, that's
impressive.
great.
I'll be interested to see for myself.
I am very excited to see this castle. I hope we get to in the next game.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. The But the Lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council. Little wonder they're back at their old tricks.
What up, Ujits? Well, it's been so interesting to see oh, there's only... Oh! I think we forgot your men. Can we ride faster, please? Please. Hans, can we go? Ah, yes. The crescendo of awkward silence. My personal favorite. By the way, when I was talking about Mark, the stable hand, if you see that white, that covered wagon right there, that's actually where you can find Mark. If you don't want to get Vashik as your stable hand for Pribslavitz, you can find him right over there hanging out. Yeah, if you remember, this is that attacked stable. All right, guys, let's go. Just jostling along. Well, as we're waiting on the final cutscene again, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday night. I'm glad it all worked out, and I had some friends stop on in. Always so flattering to have you take time out of your day to come visit me. Makes me so very happy. It really does. I hate the wishy-washy. I'm not totally sure. I don't know if we're going to be streaming on Thursday, but if we are, it might not be Kingdom Come. We might take a little break with something a bit more unique, just for a little breather in between, and then I think next Monday we'll start off some DLCs for it. As long as nothing else pops up that we're like, that's what we got to do. I think that's the right game plan for now. So, of course, as always, keep your eyes peeled. I've been waiting here forever, bud. Oh no. Okay, good. Oh, nice. Okay, so there's the guys.
Good gracious, it's Henry, champion of the Rat-Eye tourney.
Finally, somebody recognizes it.
Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul. But as it happened...
What, here?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armor?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without
Oh, funny. So...
Couldn't we do it? We could. If we get back.
Yeah,
oh, that's great. So that's hilarious. So it's as if the stars are just constantly aligning against us in the best kind of way. So, so before we can finish the game, we have to do the DLC, The Amorous Adventures of Sir Hans Capon. We're not going to do that at this moment. But pretty much, the two lads, after all said and done, ride off into the sunset with adventure ahead of them and battle behind them, and yet, I'm sure, more along the horizon as well. So, pretty much we're not missing anything else, but that is Kingdom Come Deliverance from start to finish in all of its glory. And although, yes, we didn't quite get that final one, that's okay, because like I said, we're going to be doing the DLC anyway, so I'm going to redo this conversation, have this happen earlier in the game, so that we can kind of finish up more completely. But yeah, going from a blacksmith's son all the way to the bailiff of his own town, and then being noble and worldly. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, I just saw that the whole chat just updated a whole bunch. Wow. Okay, my apologies. Man, I hate when it freezes like that. Okay, there we go. Okay, very good. Still getting used to the father-son vibe with Radzig and Henry. I totally agree. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time, and I love Martin. He was such a great character, and that's why in that beautiful scene, that the dream sequence that Henry has, that embrace that he gives Martin is so like, that's his dad, you know. And because it isn't always about blood, it's about who raises you. Isn't quite rooted yet for me. I get that. Sabrina Merritt says, my larger European history is only so good. That last convo went way over my head, and that's I totally understand that, and that's kind of what I was talking about with some of the real ones in here, where it's like, when you first play this, it takes 4 or 5 times to really go, oh, okay, so Sigismund is this guy. He hired the Cumans because of this, because they were the cheapest mercenaries he could get. He raided Skalitz and Kuttenberg to get the silver to pay for more armies and more people and this and this and all these different things. It all falls into place, but it takes some time. So Sabrina, don't worry about it. It's going to get covered more and more as we get deeper into KCD2. So I completely understand. Yeah, he's a little chipper. I totally get that, Miss Marin. Absolutely. Vault 5 Dweller saying, I like how Uncle is actually Daniel Varvra from Warhorse. The artist is like, I gotta get this one right. Well done on completing the game. Thank you so very much. Great series, David. Can't wait for KCD2. That'll be huge. I'm looking forward to KCD2 so much. I feel like it's been a Mass Effect Level 2 sequel. Well said, Vault 5 Dweller. I think I just felt Maggie John Hall's ears perk up with the mention of Mass Effect. I cannot wait. Yeah, we're going to have the first look here. As soon as it drops, we're going to be playing it here 100%, I guarantee you. Miss Marin says, we'll have to do a Monday and Thursday streams every week for a blind playthrough because he wouldn't be able to hold out for just 1 week. That's very true. Yeah, I think that'll definitely be the case. As long as things stay the same with the work schedule, you know, throughout the year, I think that's a pretty confident thought process right there. DJ Clayton says, I think a better ending would have been these two guys getting drunk and then Henry sharing tales of all of his adventures and misadventures. 100%. Like I said, the ending seems a little like it wasn't quite an ending. It's kind of like a Two Towers or Empire Strikes Back, where you create a story, you develop the characters, but you still have to end it sort of open-ended, but enough where it's sort of wrapped up. It's tough, really difficult. Random question of, did the Timberwolves win? Good question. Let us know. Let's see, did you finish the game? Technically, sorta. But yes, Damon Preble, welcome in, my friend. It's great to see you. Looks like you... Yes, just in time. Did I make it in time? Yes, you did indeed. Way to go, sports. Absolutely. Gerardo Ramos asking, have you tried playing the game on hardcore? I've played the game on hardcore. I beat it on Xbox back in the day. I didn't want to do that while streaming because it's you can't fast travel. It was going to be just too much hassle for a stream, so I didn't do hardcore. I have played it myself, so I definitely know the struggle with that game, or with the hardcore mode. But I thought for what we're doing for this, it would just be better to keep it classic. Do the DLC leading up to KCD2. That's the plan. Absolutely, Miss Marin. Nuzo, glad to see the end. Have a good evening, everybody. Nuzo, take care as well. Wonderful to have you around. Thank you so much for being here. Very cool stream. Caught me up. Cheers. Cheers to you, Vault 5. Appreciate you very much. Did not see the announcement on the stream announcement, Damon. That's totally okay. Sundays, it's a weird one. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. We're not going to be having a Monday stream, so I do apologize for breaking up the usual weekly routine. But to anybody new around here, please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of this fun stuff and join this incredible community of real ones. I would love to have you around. The goal is 500 subscribers by next February at the latest. Hopefully we can get there beforehand, and hopefully I'm doing enough to keep you entertained, to keep you coming back for more, because it's a real pleasure. I love doing this, and can't wait to keep it going here. So I want to get caught up here real quick. Megan John Hall, did someone say Mass Effect? I knew it. Yes, this is great. It was great to have you back. Absolutely. Thanks. Excellent. Sorry I missed the stream. Damon, you have nothing to apologize for. It's just great to have you in here. To all y'all that are here, if you haven't already, please feel free to hit that like button as well. It does me a huge favor, and it makes me feel really good as well. But thank you all so very much. Yeah, this was a blast. Thank you once again for being here on this random Sunday night, but I'm glad we got to see the end. Glad we got to kind of get through as much of the story as possible. expect more KCD coming up, but expect some curveballs as well. Let's have some fun. Let's play some other things just to keep it fun. And throughout the summer, there will, of course, be some fluctuations in the streaming schedule and all that stuff. So please be open-minded and willing to adjust with me. But thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. As always, my dear friends, stay real. We'll see you on the next one.